Your style and your flavor make the city rock. They must say the season come out with a bang. Coach Minzy, best round here. Remember that.
Welcome, everyone. Welcome back to the show. Trusting that everybody's doing well. Everybody's doing all right. It's another weekend, and it's the Weekend TripleTreat. Welcome, one and all. Welcome to the persons on FB. Welcome, welcome. Thanks for tuning in. Of course, you know the golden rule. The golden rule is to like the stream. Yeah, like the stream, people. And tell a friend to tell a friend about the coach's desk. Subscribe if you're new. And become a part of the Coaches Desk family. Yeah, man. As you can see in the title of my video. Now, this might be seen as a little bit controversial, you know. But we have to deal with the matter here, people. We have to deal with this matter. You know what I mean? We have to deal with this matter and we don't matter. Yeah, man. So, we want to jump right into it, but we're giving some more folks some time to jump on. Rob Smith in the building. Welcome, Rob Smith. Conrad Smith, welcome to the show. Island Cart, pick up yourself. This is why I rate this program. What the hell is Jesus sitting up? All right. Neo Sovereign. Neo, big up yourself, Neo. Neo, big up yourself. You know what I mean? Big up yourself. Welcome back, Neo. Anyways, people, so the phone line is open. As usual, you can call in and let your voice be heard. You know what I mean? Big up to the Reggae Boyz Supporters Club. Kyle and the crew. Big up on yourself. Big up to all the other bloggers out there. Ryan LFC. Military Guna. I am sure boss. Or he is sure boss. You know what I mean? Ryan LFC. Big up yourself. Though me beat up Ryan last week still enough. So Ryan kind of I gotta try a rebound, you know? JD, Reggae Boyz Coventry, Rome with them halftime TV, Formula Sports, the beautiful Talawa TV with Crystal. Big up, big up. Anybody ever miss out? Big up this and that sports. Big up DTM Massive. Yeah? Who else miss out? Just big up everybody, man. If you're not hearing him, big up yourself. If you're hearing him, big up yourself. You know what I mean? So, yeah, man, big up yourself, Neo. Big up Jordan. Yeah, man. Kyle, big up yourself, man. Big up yourself. So, I must also big up the erudites to the channel, you know. You see, Neo with his green writing, what that means is that Neo is specially subscribed to the channel. So he's a erudite. He's an erudite. You know what I mean? Big up Craig Butler. Yeah, man. Big up Craig Butler. I don't know. Tell us anybody we not big up. I remember. Big up the Maverick Oral Tracy. Yeah, man. Big up everybody in the vlogging thing. We don't know everybody, but big up on yourself. Yeah? So, those folks that you see in green writing like a Neo Sovereign, he's a subscriber to the channel and he went further and become a member of the channel. You know what I mean? So, big up to the erudites. We call them the erudites. Their comments and they will be first in the line. So, like Neo want to say something, and somebody says something, I mean, it's a sad reality. Well, it's not a sad reality. It's a good reality. These persons will be pushed to the front of the line. You know what I mean? So people, let me get right into it now because me not itch, you know. Because me come for burn a fire tonight, you know. Yeah, man, straight we are burn the fire. And we not stop. You know what I mean? First and foremost, I think the Adidas deal is a big deal. You know what I mean? Adidas is one of the most loved sports brand out there in the world. No doubt about that. No two ways about it. You can't go around that. Adidas is one of the most loved. Yeah? And for me, I love Adidas brand. You see me I say? I love Adidas brand. So, let us talk about it. Love Adidas brand. All right. What they are doing for Jamaica, for the JFF, is a good thing. You know what I mean? I think, like we had said about 2 weeks ago, that it is more of a brand Jamaica that they're interested in rather than football itself. Remember, myself and Mannings and others were on the panel. Actually, big up yourself. Eagle Republic. Remember, you can disagree with my opinion now. My opinion is that cutting law and stone, you know. But this is my opinion. You see me I say? So that's the way how we're going to be having the conversation. Because if everybody agree with me, then we're not gonna have a wholesome conversation, man. My thing is that Adidas, to me, seems as if they're capitalizing on brand Jamaica. I don't know the intricacies of the deal. Them said the whole grassroots football and all of these things, but how is that going to work? Are they going to bring in a special coach to actually come and help the grassroots developmental program? I don't know. All right, but those fancy words normally are written in articles like those or policies, and then at the end of the day, the practicality of it is not wound. You know what I mean? So I like it. But my problem is that, yeah, I hear people say Arsenal is doing a good thing because they do this in recognition of the Jamaican fans. In itself, that is good, but me think say Adidas, a you know call it now, put out the Jamaica pre gear and so on going, you know? This is my take. And me know say some of the people them like Fabian come talk about bad mind is acting. Hey, me ready for people like those. And we're not looking at the bigger picture. We have a big debate in our group this afternoon. Big debate about the same thing. Fabian, you want the link? Well, I have an answer, Fabian. Yo. You want me to say the link, all right? So you want to go live, right? You want the people... Yeah, but me not put it on speaker. I'm put it on speaker. All right, people. Fabian is on the line. Fabian, go ahead.
Make them hear what going because
yeah, man.
You're ready and me ready too.
Yeah, man. Go ahead.
Me ready too because you see the point that you are coming with. You're coming with, I'm going to explain to you everybody on coach's desk.
But you don't hear my point, Fabian. You don't hear my point.
I know exactly what you're coming with, sir.
I remember just say it for the context of the conversation.
Say your point.
Let me say it for the context of the conversation. Now, listen.
Okay, go ahead.
This is a good thing for Jamaica football. And as I said, I think the people them are exploit the brand, you know what I mean? And that is good business. Because if you not do it and them can do it, capitalize on it. Why not? My problem is that no man nothing supposed to sit down on the flag. That is disrespect to sit on the national symbol like that. Whether they know or they don't know, whoever is close to this should not allow this one particular picture to come out. There are multiple pictures and short clips. This one should have not come out. That's the point of me want to make, Fabian. Yeah.
You did say something before me comment, where I say it's not about Arsenal, it's about Adidas really push for this and other point them more you make,
You know, no, me I say I not really Arsenal do this by themselves to Jamaica. Me think it has much to do with the whole Adidas link with Jamaica. This is like a groundbreaking thing, you know. Okay, and because they know that a lot of Arsenal fans are in Jamaica, it argues well for them and promoting this jersey. So the jersey sell off.
Before me address your first point, which team has the most fans in Jamaica?
Which team has the most fans?
In Jamaica.
Which team have the most fans?
Which Premier League team has the most fans in Jamaica?
Tell us that, since as you know.
Because you say Arsenal have a lot of fans. No, tell me now. You know, man. Don't hide it, man. Me just answer 2 questions and me ask. 3 questions.
Hold on, Fabian. Fabian, not try that. Not try that.
No,
Hold on. If you
Adidas doing this because they know say Arsenal have only fans in Jamaica.
That's what the article said. That is what the article said. That is what the article said. So no believe say me I bring that off of the top of my head. The article said it. They're doing it because of the fans in Jamaica. So now that me I say based on what me see, when me read, brethren. I know me I make up the story. That the story that was released. Wait, you gone quiet, cat, got your tongue, man.
And all of that, and because Jamaica have only for Arsenal fans. Now let me put this out here so everybody can hear me. Nobody know fans in Jamaica like Man U. That is one. Second, Man U is also sponsored by Adidas. So Adidas could have chosen Man U to release the pre-match kit. So don't tell me about this is not a big deal and they don't have nothing to do with Arsenal. Adidas also sponsors Juventus, Real Madrid, AC Milan. These are all clubs that you consider bigger than Arsenal. So don't tell me this foolishness where say, oh, you don't have nothing to do with Arsenal, them just want. Them have bigger clubs. Adidas could have roll out this jersey line for. Yes, we agree. It has to do with Adidas.
So now, but Fabian.
I agree.
Fabian, then if you agree, why you argue then?
No, because you want to make it, because you know you try. Don't play the thing like say.
Listen.
I don't really Arsenal. I really
what of them?
Jamaica colors and whatever.
Listen.
Have everything to do with Arsenal.
Listen. When Ajax come with a jersey with something there, are them do it by half themselves? No.
Ajax. No.
Are the kid sponsor?
Remember, what? No. Hold on.
Arsenal now go come up and say, yo, me I do this with Jamaica. Remember, Fabian, hold on, man. Fabian, hold on, man. Make we deductively slice up the thing, man. Jamaica, I get a new kit sponsor from Adidas. So me not busy where you want to say Juventus and all of them things. They selected Arsenal. For what reason I don't know. I don't care. They selected Arsenal.
Why didn't they select you?
That's not the point. That's not the point. That's not the point, you know.
I am making.
But that point is irrelevant. That point is irrelevant to me.
Fabian. 50 money you fans for a morning.
No, Fabian, but
and the problem that you guys are having is that Adidas decide to use Arsenal. I don't know, Bex.
No, that point is irrelevant for me. No. Listen.
I don't know, I said that. I don't know, I talk about someone we grew up, we born and grew down in Brazil. Who don't know nothing about Jamaican customs. And this has 99 good. And the one bad from the images is Gabriel Jesus sitting on the flag, which they don't know about. So instead of us as Jamaicans, take it as a point, say, yo, here we go. And we go educate these people, say, yo, here we go. This is not right. It is disrespectful or whatever. And contacts have been made to Arsenal. So in a few hours or whatever, all of the picture they go come down.
Listen to me. It should have come out in the first place. And this way we are educate. Listen. No, Fabian, you agree with me. I don't care who them select. It no matter who. If Marcus Rashford is sit down on it, at the same program would have a burn fire.
No. And I'm saying is, I agree with you, but this is what I am saying.
Me no business who you talked to before, you know. Me a neutral Man U fan, you know.
Highlight the bad. Yes, it is me consider disrespectful. And
so we not highlight that, Fabian.
Contacts have been made to the club to make them know, say, yo, here we go on. This disrespectful to our country or whatever, them are going to remove here or whatever the case may be.
So why we not talk about it?
Somewhere them don't know.
Why we not talk about it? Remember from the start the program. Hold on now. Remember from the start the program, you know. Me said this is good for Jamaica. This is good. Adidas capitalizing on brand Jamaica. All of them good them here talk about, you know. All of them good them here talk about, you know.
This is not me and your reasoning. This is me and you talking, using Coach's Desk as a platform to talk to thousands of people in the world. So
right.
It's not me and you talking. So when me talk about stuff, it is not directed at Coach Minzy. It's directed at all of the other people who want to stop message my phone for a morning and all of them and all of the other people who are saying a bunch of stuff. And
Fabian, that's why I never want to go there, so, you know. And that, you know, that's why I never want to go there, so. Because me in one group to and them talk, they make it start to seem like it's a whole club thing rather than the national symbol. That's why I never want to go. That's why I don't care who then choose to promote the brand. I think it's a big promotion.
That is my only drawback from all of this.
But we should not allow this picture to come out, man. Once it was seen.
Remember, we are not privy to things until they come out. So now that it has come out, and we remember say they don't know our customs, them don't know all of them something. You understand me? I say.
Well, so customs and flag the same thing across the world. Customs and flag.
No, it's not. It's not the same.
Do your research. Do your research.
That is the point I am coming.
Yeah, them should do them research. It's a national symbol, that, you know.
But they have done something like this before. Other clubs have done something like this before.
Me never see them sit down on a flag.
Things where me go on the ball field and I but when we come off the ball field, me I go reason later. I'll show you.
Yeah, man.
Cases where it has happened. But what I'm saying is, somebody never do their job.
That's why I say no, Fabian. So don't tell me say me not educate. I am educating the masses now, so that it is wrong and disrespectful for a country for you to alright, for Jamaica. We don't treat a flag like that. We can rob ourselves. We can rob ourselves. We don't walk on the flag. We don't treat the flag a certain way.
You're supposed to touch the ground. You're supposed to dip on the right of all other flags. All of them like something.
Yeah.
You know what I say? However, we still have to highlight the impact that this will have on Jamaica. This is bringing the Jamaican national colors to the world, at the biggest league in the entire world, at the most watched league in the world. And a club decides, say, okay, Adidas, we are giving the go ahead to make the break it jersey in the Jamaican colors to highlight Jamaica. That in itself is big.
Of course it is big.
They could have chosen Juventus, Man U, AC Milan, and a whole host of others, Real Madrid. You get what me I say? So that in itself speak.
Me not say not big enough, Fabian. Fabian, I did not say it wasn't big enough. And that's why I say, yeah, you probably missed the point.
Other Man U fans, I say, oh
no. No, so I not agree. That's why I never wanted to reach the argument there, because some Arsenal fan think Man U people or any other club fans are being judgmental and bad mind because highlights a man of sit down on your flag.
No.
Nothing is wrong with that. You cannot sit down on the man flag.
No. You are not. Some.
And Fabian, before you say what you say, I know only Manchester United fans are say this, you know. Other
not only Man U.
Right. So me know why you other clubs fans say it.
We just use Man U because you support Man U and me and Bridget. So me can have this conversation, but we don't have the conversation like with other people. But me I go on the ball field, see it, so when me done me show them.
Yeah man, cool. Big up yourself. So this is where I did not want the conversation to go, people. I never want to go down the club thing, because you see this club thing, it make it look like say we don't say nothing because a bad man with bad man. Everything you say, you're being constructive in your argument, and people are say bad man. Bad man, oh, if me bad man, how it gonna stop this from going? It happened already, you know, but me see it and me highlight it because a lot of people miss it. Because they, oh, Jamaica color look good and it's good for brand Jamaica. Yes, it is good. Me agree with that. But when it come on to looking deep into picture and them something, then me not just look for the color alone. Me survey the whole photograph. The entire photograph. Eagle Republic, stop foolishness. I did say that you can cape or robe yourself in the flag. That is not disrespectful to the flag. That is not disrespectful to the flag. So no bother with that, Eagle Republic. See, Jamaicans, everything you say, hypocrite, bad mind, you this, you that. Come on, man, let us have a reason on the thing. The man should not be sitting on our flag. I mean, mince word with that. Enough is sit down for our flag. That is our national symbol. All if me not patriotic, enough here do it. I don't care who the guy. That is disrespectful to our culture. That is disrespectful to our culture. No man not supposed to sit down on flag. And we accept it like it is. Oh, Shelly rap and it touch her bottom. What if Shelly robe herself in the flag and it touches her butt? Nothing is wrong with that. But you have a man sit down on your flag. Alright, Eagle Republic. Well, me nah say that to you because you might go take this disrespect. Anyways. Listen. You don't have sense, you know. You don't have sense. Nobody has to agree with me. But you see when you disagree, you see, when you disagree, you have to come to me with substantial disagreeing argument. You understand? You can disagree with me, but come with substantial disagreeing argument where gonna make sense to me. No matter come in a little gimmicks thing. It not gonna work. It cannot work when it come on to me and we being in a conversation that is robust. And you're gonna bring forth your points and you're gimmicks it out. No, it not gonna work. It not gonna work with me. You understand? So as I said before, this is good for brand Jamaica. And that's why I say the Adidas, they are capitalizing on this thing. They might capitalize on it. Alright, may I drop a link, man. May I drop a link? It plays hot. I don't know can call in to. You don't have to agree with me, but you put it on a substantial level. You not come to me with argument. Because I'm not going to just take something like that. Whether Arsenal, Real Madrid, any one of them, did put up this. I see him treatment. Nobody not safe. Can't do the national. Me say even if you don't live outside of the country and you know like what go on in Jamaica, these are the things we have to talk about. Them couldn't use Antonio. Antonio is not a part of Arsenal team. Remember, Arsenal is kit sponsor is Adidas, you know. So them have to use Arsenal. They choose Arsenal to use. So because I say it had nothing to do with Arsenal or Adidas idea. It must have to be Adidas idea. Adidas, this have to come from because of the deal where I come with Jamaica now. So they must start promote it. You see more jersey sell off. You think people don't know a marketing strategy? And this is what the JFF would want. This is what JFF, Adidas, I utilize the brand. I sell jerseys through the color of the brand and a popular club. What not talk, say? Big business move, but don't sit down for a flag. Don't disrespect a flag. You understand? The room chew on a shirt, you know. I mean, I see it properly. Me take off his pick. No, man, put on a sleeve shirt. You understand? So me don't want nobody come tell me, say, it is okay because it's Arsenal. No, sir. Hey, you see, you Eagle Republic, me get the whole of their argument that earlier today. A beach towel that has on the Jamaica color that shape out like the flag is not the Jamaica flag. Come on, Virgin. Me tell you so now come to me with substantial argument. Don't come with no foolishness. Don't come with no foolishness. You understand? Let me see what Roman said. Alright. Yeah, Rome.
Yo. Hey, Master Minzy. The thing is, yo, so, you know, Adidas, they are Germany, right? And when we say you go up on Twitter and say you must go sad, you must go wear the jersey because you see Jamaican colors on it. So I say, what do you mean by because I'm a Man City fan? So I wonder where that come from. And then I go up on YouTube and I say put up a picture and I check it out and say, all right, cool. Jamaica colors up on Arsenal jersey. Me never see that picture and me go up on your show. So I got me say and she said, look man sit down on the jersey. The whole time me have said to myself, so look at last year Ajax get a Jamaica Rastafarian theme for him away jersey and I buy it. And I was debating to buy the Arsenal jersey this year. Is that because of Arsenal? Because you know me, I'm Arsenal good, not already.
Me not buy a jersey with no Arsenal logo on it.
It's just because of it. Just because of it. Yeah, but look at me. I was thinking about it. See? If you give me a friend, I'm a friend, a big Arsenal fan. See me? So I was thinking about buying the game. You know, say, yeah, big Arsenal fan. I'm a boy, I'm a buy game. But then when we see this picture with Gabriel Jesus on the picture, on the flag, make me think and say, yo, Gabriel Jesus now go sit down on Brazil flag like that, you know. You now go have no England, American, Brazilian, whoever sit down on feed them flag like, oh, Gabriel Jesus sit down on Jamaica flag just now. You understand me I say?
It not at my room.
So all the talking about oh you wear your flag in a bikini or you wear your this and that. That's not a flag.
For no reason lame, Virgin.
That is not a flag.
Reason lame. If me have on a shirt and it have the look of the Jamaica flag, is it the flag or is it a shirt? What is the subject of the matter? Not the shirt.
The shirt.
It's not a flag I'm wearing. I'm not wearing a flag.
the fact that the man them have a flag, the Jamaican flag.
If it was one of the jersey virgin with the flag on it, I wouldn't have no argument. But the fact is that is a flag.
Parry, if it was just a big black piece of cloth with the flag in it and make it right, so you can sit on it and do anything all you want. But we know and you can see the flag, black, green, and gold, are sure. Because they want to show off the black, green, and gold.
Exactly.
Why? Because
so Adidas put the Jamaican flag in there if you add value to it.
Right.
Make people realize that them are promote.
Because Adidas ready for sign the Jamaica deal. Because the woman
already, brother.
Because the woman them make the World Cup 2 years in a row, and they probably gonna make it for next road again too. Next World Cup. So I'm gonna try push that thing. So that's why Adidas get this deal now. And look on them now.
Plus, the man they must say a bad mind thing. This has nothing to do with club. And that's why I tell Fabian, I don't want the argument that come around here. This has nothing to do with club.
You are going with the club thing. When me say Arsenal come with the flag, with the Jamaica colours, you know, me say to myself, say, when Man U are going to get a chance to do it 4 or 5 years from now. So me can buy a jersey.
When they win a title.
You understand what I say? So the point that I'm making is I don't have a problem with the jersey. I don't have a problem with the colours of the jersey.
None at all. No problem.
The problem is the flag with them sit on pan party. And I never know until me does but I scroll to your YouTube, you know. Scroll to your YouTube and I say how disrespectful. So me click on the camera and say, yo, let me go listen what I go on. And then me say, and me see what you say. I say, blow this up. Me never see that picture party. I didn't see that picture.
Me never see that first. Me see it.
A whole picture out there. That's why I love to scrutinize things. Me go through all I picture them and I look at video them, me clippings of them about it. And me see that one now, I say, no, sir. You can't sit down on the flag, someone. Yep. Me say, you know, so me going to do a video on it, though. Me make the thumbnail from morning. And me say, me going to put it up, but me say, no, me I wait closer to the show.
Adidas, them go low already.
But Adidas now have nothing to do with it. And the promotion people are doing it, you know. Arsenal are doing it, you know. Arsenal have nothing to do with it, you know.
But bro,
and people are promote Arsenal thing at Arsenal club, you know.
But bro, Adidas have paid them to do that.
Parry.
So in at the end of the day, it now go reflect on the promo team, you know. Adidas is go reflect on Arsenal. You know. I always remember that, you know. Remember say them are the two bigger entity, you know. Nobody don't know the promotional team. You know.
Listen to me say, Parry.
I understand what you say. But let's say that.
When Arsenal...
Rome.
Yeah. Let
me ask you this. If you have on a shirt we make out of the American flag, and you have the American flag, and you sit on a shirt, would you get into trouble? Or if you sit on the flag, would you get into trouble? So you're a military man, so you're supposed to know. Hold on, our light gone.
Yeah. So here we are going with the American flag now. It's different in so many different ways. Because the Supreme Court say burning a flag in America is freedom of speech. So a man can get up and put a fire to your flag and burn it and you can't say nothing to him. Because him get that right there for burning flag as a freedom of speech. Me as a
so I'm exercising democracy.
Yes, I'm exercising democracy. Me as a military man, me got when they got war go fight, they fight for freedom to do that. You understand what I say?
Mm-hmm.
So a man in a military can say, yo, him have the right to do it, and next man can say, no, him not the right to do it. It's me. So it's to who is own. It's like if a man say, yo, I don't like how America treat me like black people have a right to say, yo, me not like how America treat me as a black man. So me not feel like me a part of America. If you bring an American flag and give me a bunny. And next one might say different.
All right. Yeah? Look on a comment here. Island Card asks Eagle Republic if you have a problem with the picture. hear what Eagle Republic say. No, I have a problem with people sitting or lighting up a spliff when the Jamaica anthem is playing. So why difference? What the difference now, Eagle Republic?
So you have a problem with people lighting a spliff?
All right, you know when the national anthem I sing, some people decide to then nah stand up.
But that's a film choice.
Brother, that's just them being unpatriotic. If I'm a light a spliff, you don't know if him lighting the spliff, I just fit him way that I've expressed in national pride. I remember I got like ganja one of the most something that I
that have nothing to do with unpatriotic or nothing.
Me know, hey, you think something about that conversation are gonna be controversial? First thing people must say, man, you bad mind. Them mind black and them thoughts black, you know. Because they now hear what we are say, the jersey look good. They now hear that, you know. And they now hear what we are say, we love the concept. Seeing? They now hear none of that, you know. But just because we are defending the national symbol, and I say no man not supposed to sit on the national symbol, they only that they might get out of the conversation.
So it's a club of a country.
The good thing I would say about the jersey.
It's a club of a country type of thing, isn't it?
That me I tell you, Bridget, that's why me now some conversation this man and it pain me hard. The people they reach and I take it to club when we are talking about the nation's national symbol.
It's sad. It's very sad.
Oh boy.
Because to be honest with you, if this was Tottenham, Chelsea, Man City,
same thing me I do.
Man U.
Listen,
if me say Rashford, Sancho, any one of them song,
me burn him out same way.
Burn him out same way.
Especially Sancho and Rashford, seeing that they have Jamaican roots.
Me say, any one of them sit down upon it.
Yeah,
anybody sit down upon it. I see him treatment.
Yeah.
Me done a lot of the jersey, and I big up the jersey, but don't come sit down upon my flag, but I don't accept that, and I talk about bad mind and club and this and foolishness. Can't believe.
Brother, the word bad man is just an overrated, overused word. Everything, if you go against something with them not see a problem with your bad mind or your broke. Like, brother, we use up that word too much in every sentence, in every we have like overrated, man.
To be honest, me the little man said one time before me jump on the stream, say Arsenal put in report or whatnot to take it off because they realize say them wrong. Who at Arsenal production team, the division that thought that was okay? That's a real question if you ask. Why is it that you think that it's okay for sitting on the flag? When you upload that picture by Instagram, by your Facebook, your YouTube, everywhere, why did you think that picture was okay? Why? I'm sure you don't have all part of that picture with Gabriel Jesus around the flag. Stand up next to it and look on it. Why them pick the one with him sit on it?
Probably it's an oversight. Who knows?
Then if you do their research at that, may I say.
You know, nothing to do research in the park, guess what? Them wouldn't put the English flag on it. They wouldn't put the Brazilian flag on it and sit on it. The most I do I put it on him back, I hang it up in front of him face. Wouldn't sit down on it, so if Gabriel Jesus say alright, say Gabriel Jesus innocent and that, and them tell himself to sit down there and him take the picture. Why they never say alright, this don't look good, you know? This don't look good, or make a move this. Make a remove this. Them don't know that part. It's sad.
Rockford, it's not a Man U Arsenal debate for me, you know. some people took it to that level, you know. Some people took it to that level, but that is not it for me. It's not an Arsenal debate for me. So me no want the people misunderstand and misconstrue my lines of argument. This has nothing to do with club for me. This has nothing to do with Arsenal for me. You cannot be sitting on the Jamaica's national symbol.
Listen, me tell you,
me just come in. Who the guy?
Listen, me tell you, me just come in. Me tell you, say when me just come in and me see the Jamaica, the jersey and the Jamaica colors in the jersey. Me say me go buy it so me can give me boy the jersey. That me tell you say. But then when me see the man I wear the jersey, I sit on upon the jersey. Me say that can't happen, that not happen, that not happening. Cause people no reason with them head in a dog. No reason with them
finger.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. There's no reason with them head man. Cause you can't see a Jamaican, you can't see a patriotic, you can't say you're Jamaican, whether you're there Jamaica or you're over here, and say you see that and like that. You can't see that and like that. There's no way you can see that and like that as a Jamaican.
But it's an Arsenal. Me have an Arsenal bridging and the man I say, brother, I love the jersey, I love everything, but me John CC college man. This is the biggest problem I see with it. You can't do this.
Can't sit on the flag.
You can't do this.
You make nothing inspiring. No.
Yeah, man, I can't tell you. Good night to the panelists.
Yeah, and welcome to New York.
Yeah, man, big up. Yeah, me as the Arsenal fan in a coach. But first, me I see it still, I see all the other pictures them. So I never see that one here. So I can't say based on the point where you raise, I can understand it. It is disrespectful the way how him for the ball I sit down on the flag. So me I agree with you. Say this should not have been done. The thing where we probably may say where. You know, maybe why the other person them maybe not say an issue with it is that they may be looking at it as in you say it's a disrespect, right? But them probably I think say you say well maybe them feel say you know it's like them deliberately do it, which I don't think that is the way you're looking at it.
You mean
right?
You mean they deliberately sit on the flag?
Disrespect. I just that me wonder if more. Yeah, that's why me I say more wonder if I saw some of the man them have view the thing. That's why them I say them not see nothing wrong with it. Coach, even coach. But me I say yeah, but remember in a coach sometimes you even their own you know, even your jersey, you know, sometimes you take off your jersey, you know, you put on your jersey. And a man go sit down on it and say, brother, what you do if you sit down on my thing? From my jersey or my shirt. And you see that as a disrespect. So much as the flag to me, so
no,
you should that picture they you know should not have done. I think it's an oversight pan the man pan them for them still. It's not a deliberate thing. But you know, may I disagree with it. May I agree with you that you know it is disrespectful. It should not have done, and it should probably be taken down. It should be taken down.
And Lanezer, as an Arsenal person, I said earlier that innocent or not innocent or guilty, the way them do it, it no matter to me. I mean now put it at no club level. Me just look on I say the jersey nice, it look good. Only thing me now wear an Arsenal jersey, you understand? But the thing look good and it's a good it work both ways for brand Adidas and brand Jamaica. Because remember Jamaica big brand too, you know. So if people ever believe like
hold on.
Promote Jamaica, you know. Jamaica promote Adidas through this too, you know.
Coach, I'm gonna give you a drama, right?
They believe say just one side of the equation, you know.
Coach, no Jamaica go buy, no Jamaica wanna support football, I go buy this, you know.
Yeah.
Hold on, no. There is a protocol. There's a flag protocol for the United Kingdom flag.
Jamaica flag protocol too.
Hold on, no. There's a flag protocol that states that the national flag of the United Kingdom, that is the Union flag, and the flags of England, Scotland, and Wales should be displayed only in a dignified manner befitting the national emblems. They should not be displayed in a position inferior to any other flag or insignia. It is improper to use the national flags as a table or a seat cover or as masking for boxes. But basically, from here, so what I say, it is improper to use the national flag as a table or a seat cover. So it's basically saying that you can't put on the flag and sit down on it. So to me, the very fact say, yo, they might have a photo shoot and think that it is right to have any nation flag where you can put on a nation's flag on the platform and sit on it. The very notion of that.
All right. Can I just say something, coach?
Yeah, man. Go ahead, Neil. Welcome.
All right. So, I hear you with the protocol, and I agree with that. But let me just bring a different perspective. Not because I necessarily agree with it, but because I'm sure this perspective is out there.
Hold on, Neil. The other persons, can you mute your mic when they're not talking? Like maybe a funnel or indicator thing. Yeah.
So if you notice, right, you can see that they put the flag is on what appears to be a speaker or some kind of sound system paraphernalia, right? And so one of the things that Jamaica is also known for is reggae music and dancehall, right? And I think that I don't agree with him sitting on the flag, but I think that they deliberately wanted to invoke a dancehall vibe or reggae vibe. They wanted to invoke the
Jamaican culture.
Yeah, the Jamaican culture, right? The Jamaican culture in a way is, it's not that the culture is disrespectful, but we kind of, we're the small axe that chop down the big tree, and some of the things that other people do, we do it differently. And so I kind of feel like, they saw this picture, whoever styled the picture probably said, well, this is the sort of vibe that they want to invoke. I mean, with the other campaign with the Bob Marley jersey or whatever, it's the same type of, the same type of vibe, the same type of music, the usurper, the subversive aspect of Jamaican culture, the subversive aspect of our music. So in a way, I can understand, how they set up the picture. On the other hand, I agree with you guys that it may have been an oversight with him sitting on the flag, although it may not necessarily an oversight. Whoever did it should have probably thought twice about it, because I'm sure him sitting on it was probably deliberate to get that subversive vibe. But on the other hand, it is against protocol. All countries, almost every country, have the same kind of protocol. You cannot sit on a national flag or emblem. You're not supposed to. And the other issue is, of course, no Jamaican should do it, but neither of these guys are Jamaican anyway. You understand? So that makes it also more controversial in my opinion.
But more ask to
what on the CC? Hold on. I think Neil, though, you saying that it was deliberate. I am kind of looking at it in terms of deliberate. It could be deliberate in how they set the scene, but it probably not deliberately disrespectful to them for him to sit on the flag. Yeah, so I'm seeing the innocent. There could be an innocence in doing it what they did enough. However, it is still wrong for him to sit on the flag.
Ask your question. Do you think that Gabriel Jesus think it is disrespectful or maybe to sit on the Brazilian flag? Because this is the point, If you think it is disrespectful to sit on your country's flag, why would you not feel like it is disrespectful to sit on another country's flag? And I can guarantee you, if they were honoring their British fans or they were honoring certain other fans, we probably would not have seen this. But remember that Jamaica, all right, everybody want to say, I like the positive. The positive in the jersey and the giving.
Yeah, we talked about that already.
Yeah, acknowledgement to X, Y, Z and all these things. If they wanted to highlight the culture, the flag could have been draped on that wall in the background. The speaker box could have been painted in black, green, and gold, and he was sitting on the speaker box just the same.
And he would not have been sitting on the back. CC's picture.
No, but TC, no, that would have take away the sound system, the black box from a sound system, you know.
All right, but I'm saying that even so, put the flag in the background. I think there was a picture where they had the flag in the background and they were in the front and stuff. I am just saying that I think the issue that I'm having is this. If it was the English flag that they were sitting on, the 3 lions and all these things, it would have been in the newspaper, the tabloids and everything in England, the front page and everything. He probably could not have played the next match with Arsenal because
it wouldn't come out, CC. It wouldn't come out.
Yeah, but CC, let me ask you this question, CC. Right? What is subversive about the British flag? In other words, that sort of vibe just would not work. You understand? I'm not saying that the flag should be set on, you know. All I'm saying is even putting the British flag on a speaker, you understand, just seem out of place. The juxtaposition is not bad. And that is not me saying that more respect should be given to the British flag and its higher society or whatever. It's just that, you know, that sort of styling just wouldn't come off, you know. But I agree with you though. What you're saying ultimately.
We're missing the people is that you have to remember the idea is to enhance and show the people the Jamaican culture. That's the idea. The British culture no need no more recognition as it is right now. So this photo shoot was to show the Jamaican colors in Arsenal jersey to show the world what they're doing, so that pretty soon you'll see the Jamaican colors in our Adidas jersey, right? That's the point of it all. So when them show the picture with Gabriel Jesus sit down upon the flag.
Jesus.
No Jesus, but Jesus me I call him. Gabriel Jesus sit down upon the flag. That show me that it's not a thing. It's not a thing where, because to be honest with you guys, and we fear if this was Gabriel Jesus with Brazilian flag, him not sitting upon it. So if this was soccer, him not sitting upon the British flag. So because it's Jamaica and them showing the Jamaican flag, you could have put it somewhere else. You can hang it up behind you. You can get a smaller one and hang it up to the side of the speaker, put it on the floor, anywhere. But because him sit upon it, that shows the level of disrespect, and that's what Minzy is talking about in the disrespect.
Let me just clarify though. Just remember, though, you know, gentlemen, that this is something that these two guys is a part of an ad campaign. They're getting paid to do it, and they're being instructed to do it, right? So, I mean, people are saying whether or not Jesus meant disrespect. I don't think he meant disrespect, you know, in any particular way to Jamaica, because he really just a following instructions still. Yes, he should probably know better, right? But, you know, perhaps, you know, he figures that I'm at a photo shoot and the people instructed me to do this, so I'm going to go ahead and do it, because all we know, if he raised objection, it could have been an issue. Who knows? That's not in the contract. So I just wanted to say though that I don't think we can, you know, like try and hold him personally accountable. I would say rather it is the ad campaign and whoever is staging the picture.
But even to that notion, I watched Cristiano Ronaldo playing in a tournament which Coca-Cola sponsor. And the man moved back in front time because he must say him not support this.
But
remember and then the next one, there's a player who was playing in the French league. I think it's just a guy, if I'm not mistaken. And they had a rainbow flag and the jersey, and he refused to play. So to me, and you are paid to play the game. But to me, I mean, depends on what is going, because I'm just thinking that maybe because it's not, if it was a Jamaica, to me, it's bad with Gabriel Jesus. But the only thing I can say to take solace in, if it was that Arsenal had Jamaican players in the squad, or players that represented Jamaica, and this happened, it would have been worse. Because it would have been meant that they would have been ignorant to the fact, say, oh, even though you're getting paid to do a photo shoot, you should say to the photo people and say, oh, you cannot desecrate or disrespect our flag like that. You have to put it in a different way.
And gentlemen,
so see, if you say it was the Jamaican national team and them get even some some ball. So well, from you feel say them would have to say how necessary say how me not sit down on the flag. Maybe like the same like how some of the commented that say them do say a big deal like maybe some man does we think different and say you know and that them me really not disrespecting but maybe them not see it as a big deal. So some people say maybe them not that patriotic brother. Some people hear the anthem as the anthem a play and them just sit down.
Yeah, and
right?
let me just add to that last now, just for a second. Remember, listen, controversy sell. So for all we know, this is exactly the response that they want.
Jerseys were sold,
Boy, right? We are talking about it right now, so them do them job.
That's what I'm saying to you. So I'm just saying, remember, controversy sell. You understand? So, like I say, you never know. There are a lot of visual cues, a lot of discussion, and all of this stuff that goes into this. Me personally, I think it is distasteful that they're sitting on the flag. But this is what I'll say to everybody: the Jamaicans who will buy jerseys as a result of this is side. But let me tell you, they're not just marketing to Jamaicans. You understand? They're trying to market to the world. So whatever disrespect we feel, right, and validly so, remember also that the people in Brazil who may buy this color jersey won't feel they will still like Jamaica, but they won't feel the level of disrespect that
because it's not a part of their old setup.
And it's not their flag.
And it's not their flag, right?
I want to tell you, say, I wish I had 200,000 or at least 100,000 followers on Instagram. Because I would be sitting on a flag on a Brazilian flag right now. On a photo. Yeah, that sounds petty, but me I show them say if I had 1 million followers on Instagram, I would have done
the followers would have dropped to about 100 after you done.
No, but me actually show you say it would have visualized the effect or the impact that we have, and I would have my flag in my hand sitting on the other flag.
And I can tell you that the Brazilians are very conservative. You understand? Very nationalistic. So let me just tell you, if you sat on a Brazilian flag, they were having this discussion that we're having, you're correct, CC. They will be very angry about it. Yeah. A lot of Brazilians are very patriotic, very nationalistic, and Brazil and Argentina almost got to war over football.
Yeah.
So
means a blessed person if you I forgot.
All right, cool, Rom.
Big up.
And remember, the onset of the conversation, as I started out, for persons who are just coming on, it is not about the club, because I already said that the jerseys look good. I like the jerseys. It really argues well for Jamaica, and it's just that part me have a problem with. And again, not many, as I also said initially, you don't have to agree with me, because everybody share different opinion. But when you're bringing your opinion to me that is in disagreement with what I'm saying, it should be substantial. That's all I said before. So we like the conversation, we get in different perspective, and even though some people might be agreeing, they are still giving a different perspective on the topic. So we like it. In terms of now capitalizing on brand Jamaica, Neo, as the person with the legal mind, you think that this is working wonders for Adidas at the moment? Because as I said earlier, Jamaica is also a big brand, Little but with Talawa. We on the world scene. Everybody know Jamaica, right? So with this collaboration, it is also it would be like two big forces joining together.
Coach, I have mixed feelings about it. Because of course I think a lot of people spent last week talking about the nature of the deal, about the issue with the trademark and all of this stuff, right? Another issue is that recently when the Jamaican government amended the Copyright and Trademark Act in Jamaica, they also mentioned stuff about brand Jamaica and protecting brand Jamaica,
Mm-hmm.
right? Because they recognize that it is a massive asset. And of course, the JFF pretended like they didn't know this, right? Only to have this deal allegedly come up as a result of some sort of, wink wink type of situation, right? Now, my issue is, the Adidas may have entered an agreement with the GFF, right? And business to sports. And so my question is, does that mean that they get to exploit not only just the football team, but brand Jamaica, in all of brand Jamaica, right? And so the issue of whether or not the flag is being disrespected is also a part of that, because it is issues like these that the government of Jamaica actually contemplated when they included stuff about brand Jamaica and protecting it. You understand? So, what I will say to people is, I've always believed that our marketing or marketability of our brand, not only just the football brand, but brand Jamaica, that the truth is that there is billions to be made from it, right? And so now Adidas give us this deal. It's a good deal. I may not like how it came about, right? But we're getting more money than we've ever gotten before, right? But what I want to know at the end of the day is, I'll be curious to see just how much money Adidas, will be able to accumulate from exploiting the brand, right? Because it will be a test case. Because in the future, if this is really a very big, if it's very successful, then I want to see what the next Adidas deal is going to be like.
Anybody else want to chime in on the capitalizing of the Adidas on brand Jamaica?
Crickets.
I'm not qualified enough for go in another one. That too legal for me.
Yeah, but that it wasn't really a legal analysis.
No, it's not a legal thing. Just how you believe them are capitalized on brand Jamaica, so it would enhance their sales.
Yeah, like for instance, in the United States, there have been issues where people say that corporations will appropriate certain people culture. Like for instance, like let's say a company like Taco Bell, which is not owned by Mexicans, but them exploit the hell out of the Mexican culture and images, right? And some people feel offended by that type of behavior. I mean, the question we have to ask ourselves is just how far, can Adidas go, and what is tolerable and what isn't. You understand? And how much money they gave us, and how much money they're going to make. If they make, depending on the outcome, it could be that even though we've gotten this money, that they were really the ones who were, who made a big profit out of this. I mean, as it should be, you understand? But of course, we want to know, if we get this amount, we want to know how much they get, so that we can better assess, how fair the deal was.
Yeah, man. Dave, I said, just like in the days, the flag must not touch the ground. Now I see flags touching the ground now. But that's still not changing, Dave. So even if the flag is touching the ground, no, that protocol is still intact. It's just that persons are doing it without probably knowing, and that doesn't make it right. They are still wrong.
But one more ask.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, more ask. So we know that business to sports, right? Them have the trademark for the Reggae Boyz, right? But in terms of Adidas is this new sponsor for the Reggae Boyz, right? So in internet there get some problems. I'm not nearly touch upon it. But
right, yeah.
We want to know if they have the right, to use the flag or any image of Jamaica. I know that Business of Sports would have the right to use the Reggae Boyz trademark. Right. I remember, I think sometimes even when I think was a Kanye West, he come out here and him did have a little thing at the Emancipation Park, and there was some big issue with that because it was using like Jamaican, image, logo and stuff like that without permission. So is the case where Adidas really getting the rights to even use? And now we'll find the issue because I feel say we do more good for Jamaica still, But I think some of these questions need to be asked still.
List two of the good that it will be doing for us.
Well, in a way still, if I buy an Arsenal jersey, I don't think it's going to benefit Jamaica, no way. Because Adidas get the money or Arsenal get the money. If I buy a Jamaican jersey, benefit with. But what it do, it promote brand Jamaica, so people may see this and may get interested with the culture and may want to come to visit us, or may just get a love for Jamaica.
Right? And sorry to cut in, but if you notice, it is highlighting the party vibes of Jamaica, the sound system vibes. Which would have been a part of our culture, because one of the videos that I saw is the whole party vibes, and it was segmented in 3 layers. People partying and having a nice time in a dance hall session, and then you have some persons on the field playing football. So basically, that they are saying that vibe that Jamaica has with the music and football, they probably think it as a very good thing to partner with, to ensure that the brand go further.
Yeah, and I'm just going to add to that, Coach. I mean, listen, I have not been to the UK recently, but from what I know about the UK, a lot of young people in the UK, I mean, you would think that everybody is Jamaican, everybody is into the reggae, into the whole reggae culture and dancehall culture. A lot of people are very much into that. The way people talk, the way them dress, the vibe, that same sort of subversive culture. So I just wanted to add that, it don't come as any surprise to me that this is one of the ways in which they would try to market it. After all, the people who watch football and the people who consume that culture are in the same demographic. We're talking about people from the ages of 9 through 30 or 9 through 35. So I mean, a lot of us think of this as an art, but these marketing companies really look at this thing as a science. You understand? They know they know who's buying, they know how much money the people have to spend, and they know they want to find a way for their market to connect with their product. And of course, the Jamaican culture and that thing, that's the connection right there.
Yeah, definitely. J-Web, I appreciate Neil's argument. However, Adidas is the one taking the risk to assess the fairness of the deal. You must first assess the risk. To be honest, Jamaica's image outside of track. Look at J-Web have some other things to say.
Boy, Dre, I don't know, I don't know. I mean, yes, listen. So you're saying that Adidas is the one taking the risk. My counter argument to that, Dre, is that Adidas not take no risk. Adidas done to them study already. You understand? They know exactly. They have a range of before them even sign that contract and before they even give Jamaica the JFF any money. You understand? And before they even get Arsenal involved. Because you better believe that Arsenal have to get a cut. And not only Arsenal, but these 2 players also are going to get cut because they have image rights and all of them things. So the point is, they're not taking any risk. They don't know how much. They don't know exactly how much money they're going to make.
But they know them make a big fool.
They have accountants and actuaries and economists who are able to tell them between what range they're going to make. The question is, this culture that we have in Jamaica is a very valuable thing. And so as an island who don't produce a lot of finished goods and stuff. This is why I always argue that our trademark and our intellectual property is of the utmost importance, because that's one of the things that we can create with our own minds. And so the risk is ours. We have to make sure that we protect it. We have to make sure that we get a fair return when people exploit it. And we have to make sure that it is respected and it's not just for a season that, it will continue.
Yeah, and Neil, look, this is what I say too. You see, I don't think a lot of people, especially the business people, know the value of the Jamaican culture. Even Coach Minzy can say, even watching the World Championship, look how so much Jamaican was in the crowd. Something like that probably may say even we rivals, even US. Look when look at World Championship. Even when you look on the reggae artists going overseas, going Amsterdam, going Denmark, to do concert. It's a sold out concert. So the image, I don't think, until many of us probably get to travel and go in those environments, we know the value of it. So Adidas see it, and Adidas is promoting, and as I said before, even if one Jamaican no buy, which that will be the case still, but the support that I'm expecting that they're gonna get from in Europe, Belgium, Netherlands, England, it's gonna be tremendous. Maybe this even money where them probably put in JFF by a year time, them probably could get back this money already. So as I said before, they're in there to make money, and they're using the culture that sells most, which the dancehall culture, which bigger than our football culture, to try to push it with these star players.
Yeah,
I think it's a win-win for them.
I agree, and this is why I say that this particular campaign and how much money is made by Adidas, it should be a case study for us, because the point is, if they are able to make a whole lot of money off of this, then the next time Business to Sports or the GFF or whichever other sporting organization is going to be a party to a deal, then they can look at what Adidas made and say, well, you gave the JFF this amount last year and you made 3 times as much. So you going the next campaign or the next team you sponsor, we need twice as much. So this is what I'm saying. It is important that we also keep a track and have knowledge of exactly how the campaign is going, how it works, because it is a big deal. And of course, people have to make money, and if they're taking a risk, they deserve a return on their investment. But if you are the JFF or you are Brand Jamaica, you have to also be aware so you can protect yourself and get your true value from your brand.
Or will Jamaica win in this situation though?
The football, or does the country in general? Or?
Well, I would say the football. Because the country's brand is already there, I believe. It's basically the football.
Well,
that's a good question.
So I just going to put this out there, Coach. So one of the things about it is that I think that when you listen to a lot of the guys who came and played for Jamaica in the last campaign, we were unsuccessful, but a lot of people, who were born overseas to Jamaican parents or grandparents, one of the things that attracted them to the team and try and to come and play or try out for the team was this image, this cultural connection that they recall either from their parents or from their communities. And so to the extent that a campaign like this will make being Jamaican cool, will promote that culture, then the next little youth, when him grow up, and he is going through the academies in England, then because of his connection to this culture, because of the lasting connection to the culture, it means that when he's deciding who to play for, because of the direct connection to football, then perhaps it will benefit our football in that way that, that's one of the ways that it will benefit our football. It will be cool to play for Jamaica. It will be the subversive underdogs who the small acts that cut down the big tree. You understand? So I think that I think that is one of the ways that it will benefit. I mean, of course, there's a monetary benefit, which we already have some of that money, from through the GFF. So that's two, the monetary benefit, the image benefit, with the connection to players. And I would say that the third way that it would benefit the country is that this have a multiplier effect, because people are looking at these jerseys, looking at these images, looking at the culture, and Jamaicans overseas and Jamaicans back in Jamaica, they're marketing food, they're marketing other merchandise, and so there's this, there's this cross pollination, this multiplier effect, where it lifts the brand, generally speaking. And so, them say, a rising sea floats all ships. I don't know if I get the saying right, but I think it also has a potential to have this kind of multiplier effect where other Jamaican products, tourism, etc., and all of that stuff just generally will, can get a boost out of this as well.
Yeah, man, I agree with you, especially the last part, because I say a lot of Jamaican business overseas, so this is a good promotion for especially those in London. Good promotion for them. What the JFF could do, because they're seeing that they have some issues with networking. You see where Adidas is networking with us. Well, farming partnership with us, and their farm partnership with Arsenal. Maybe we need to find a way how we can farm partnership with Arsenal through Adidas, to even if we have to get some of them, the coaches, or send some of our players them overseas to get some development. The coaches can get development. So these are some of the ways the JFF probably need to try to take advantage of a situation like this. The buzz is in the air, right? Adidas and Arsenal promoting Jamaica. So try to see if they can probably jump on the wagon and try push the football too. Get involved, develop some connect with Arsenal, so that the football can develop, because they may get money, but if the money is not channeled the right way, the football is just, the football are gonna stay stagnant.
Brother, ask a question, coach. If it was, let me just say, if it was
big up halftime.
Yeah, if it was Harborview halftime, I want them to club here out here, have a photo shoot and a sit down pan.
But see, we pass is sitting pan.
No man, after coming at halftime. So me I say halftime, I say I'm not find it disrespectful, but me I say the problem is me have this coach. For example, a person we see coaches this have 20,000 subscribers, and something where coaches this do, they don't find it disrespectful because coaches this popular. But somebody say CC is posted are probably 100 followers. Who is you for come to this? Who is you? You understand what I say? So that's why I say them have to separate Gabriel Jesus from the whole situation. Separate the fact that this is Gabriel Jesus and this is Arsenal, and separate the fact that it doesn't matter who did it. It could have been Lionel Messi, it could have been Cristiano Ronaldo, it could have been Pele, Maradona, Franz Beckenbauer, Ruud Gullit. Depends on who you rate. Andrea Pirlo, Xavi, Iniesta, name any one of them. Or it could have been Jeremy New, it could have been Andre Blake, it could have been Damian Lowe.
Brother, Jamaica does stereotype, brother. I can't tell you, say, for these small American chocolate lead, they see in a picture of them from Jamaican flag. The water cussing them would get, brother. What? You tell us, brother, anybody some American that lead, brother. You see the cussing with them get.
But the only thing I can say, the biggest positive I can say is this, coach. Gabriel Jesus is the marquee signing for Arsenal this season.
Yeah.
Adidas is the sponsor of Arsenal. So it's like the Adidas just signed Adidas.
You miss one key point where everybody may think miss, Remember, Jamaica and Brazil have this love affair.
Yeah, me do.
You understand? So
I was just going into the point, coach. I say, I think Adidas centered it around the fact that it's a Brazilian brought Jamaica to the World Cup in the same. You understand? Jamaica have this affection.
So there's connections.
Yeah.
And remember the color to the color similar to
Right.
Yeah, and then Arsenal, I think Arsenal, for what it is worth, Arsenal have a synonymous thing with even probably Jamaican based on their location based on London and where they're located.
And do you guys know that outside of Africa, Brazil also has the largest black population in the world outside of Africa.
So I think there's a lot of factors that I think Adidas married into the whole concept and realized that something of this magnitude is something that is sellable. And I think if somebody saying that Adidas is taking the risk, remember this is business. So this is in any business, you're taking a risk. You put money into it, but this doesn't mean that you accept anything as the consumer on the outside. So the risk is within the proof is in the pudding. They mixed everything. It's like a melting pot. Then you would say Brazil, Arsenal, Jamaica, the whole 98, everything is like a melting pot. The deal that they just signed with Jamaica, I think it is a precursor to this that they did. So I think everything that's going into it, separate and apart from the sitting on the flag, is a marketing. How would I say now? It's a genius level of marketing. So they basically struck gold right now.
Brother, the man just crunch the numbers and add the variables like it equate to all of this. For just short their statement.
Yeah, there are lots of thought going into this.
But Neo, I hear y'all talking about how it benefits Jamaica, and you said we could have a partnership with Arsenal and coaches come on all of these things, because I think that part of it is important, It's not only enhancing brand Jamaica, but if we are dealing with football, it has to do. Somebody mute the background, please. It has to do with. Remember, in the press release, it talks about development of players, and all of these things, So if Adidas is using Arsenal to portray Jamaica's culture through their brand, then since we are never gonna broker a deal, it could be a thing where we can join in partnership. Some coaches come down from Arsenal, or them help us in terms of writing a youth development policy. Everybody knows that Arsenal very good at youth development when it comes on to football. They always have good academic graduates. So these are some of the things that the powers that be should be thinking about in order to capitalize on this thing, rather than just selling a few jerseys. Jerseys will come,
Coach, I remember all of that will be good and said, but with that admin, will it be put in place? That's the problem.
Yeah, coach, and I think to add to that, I mean that is such an important point, because I am sorry, but I don't have much faith that the admin would actually do any of that. I think that they should, right? But beyond that, there are synergies, and right now Arsenal is getting they have a deal with Adidas, and they find it mutually beneficial to do this because it promotes Adidas, it promotes Arsenal, and when I say it promotes Jamaica, but only insofar as it promotes Adidas's ability to market this exploitable brand and trademark that they have recently acquired and formed a deal with. I don't know if I can read into it that the synergy is enough to say that Arsenal is going to be interested in developing Jamaican football and player exchange and all of that.
Totally
I don't really see that happening at all. I just think that there's a synergy here. Everybody can benefit from this staged picture and this promotion. But I don't really see where it is going to be affecting Jamaica's football, other than potentially raising more money or I want some more money, but potentially saying that, well, this deal that we enter with the JFF is a good one. It's really benefiting us, and we can deal with them another time when this deal expires.
Totally agree with everything when you just said. Totally agree.
The only thing that I don't like, and I think a lot of persons when them come and say them don't see no disrespect or anything of the sort, is that it seems to me that once it is not done by locals or once it is not done by persons you deemed lesser than, then there's no problem with it. You
But
understand?
when I think one more ask, what have Adidas? We don't have the Adidas. We have Adidas. We don't have an Adidas store out here.
Nope.
So what about JFF even try to get you with the exclusive right to sell Adidas jersey, and even them could have probably for him.
Lanes are still boiled down back to admin again, my brother.
You have some schools out here and some people who sell products, but I don't know how the rights on that goes in terms of.
There's no store, Lanesra, in Jamaica that is let me see.
But me I said JFF probably could have get the rights to be the one distributor.
There's no. I would think that would have to do with Adidas themselves, right? Because at the end of the day, Adidas. I don't know if Adidas are gonna give the Jamaican market that type of.
No, but somebody can apply.
Me I telling you that there are some schools who has rights to sell Adidas product to the school. Yes, and the brand Adidas funded the product with the school.
Yeah. And it's not the first deal Adidas Jamaica. Because I'll tell you guys that on the two occasions that I went to Carifta games, Adidas was our sponsor, and the jerseys that we wore to Carifta had the Adidas logo on them. So Adidas and Jamaica have a long relationship. But in terms of Adidas giving the JFF rights to do something or the other, I mean, this deal is predicated on Adidas being the one in charge of marketing. JFF has just completely given up on that, and maybe they should, because I mean, maybe they're here in Jamaica and they don't have the same sort of reach that Adidas have. So, and then will they be marketing Adidas products to Jamaicans? And when Adidas look at Jamaica, there's money to be made in Jamaica. But then the question is, what is the per capita income in Jamaica?
Exactly.
How much disposable income in Jamaica do people have to purchase Adidas jerseys, which are 120 US dollars or more?
Neo, you win again.
Yeah, but Neo, when me say still, I say they may make a lot of money from selling it here. But the fact of the matter is that Jamaicans are gonna buy it. So I'm saying that maybe they could see if they could get the exclusive right to sell it in Jamaica and get even a cutout, especially Arsenal jersey, and get even a cutout of it.
I see the difference. No, boss. I see it now. I understand what you're saying. That's an idea. That is an idea, But what I will say is that the JFF is supposed to and will be given jerseys as they have with every other deal that they have done. They're supposed to receive jerseys that they can also sell either at the JFF or at the stadium or wherever. So rest assured, the JFF will have these jerseys and should be selling them. But I think that this current administration and in all fairness, right, and in all fairness to them, I don't think that any of the federations have really seen that as something that they want to spend their time on, So I don't know how much. I don't know when they sell those jerseys. I am not sure if how much money them get out of it, or if those jerseys are already paid for at some kind of discounted price and they get to keep it. But the JFF is not interested in selling Jamaicans jerseys, because if they were, as you say, not only on this occasion but on other occasions, you remember, lots of people in Jamaica during the last campaign wanted to get jerseys and couldn't get any. I only got my jersey. I get my jersey from Macy's after the campaign over. You understand? Some people tell me, so them go to stadium after the campaign over, and it's only after the campaign finish that the JFF bring out the jersey them, and it's like them want to get rid of them. You understand? So, I mean, I don't know. It could be just incompetence. I don't know if there's any particular reason having
Mostly
to do
incompetence.
Or if
So
it has
stop at incompetence. Not further than.
Incompetence.
We can't understand. You just can't understand. Right now, you have a better chance of buying a jersey from a different country than you getting your own country jersey.
My brother,
You don't know which part you can go buy a Jamaican jersey. You don't know where you go buy one.
Let me just add this before you say that. Let me just add this. How is it that we have EPL level players, right? And none of the players had their names on those jerseys? Because remember, you know, it's not only, yes, we want the jersey, but of course, a man want a jersey that have Leon Bailey name on it. A man want a jersey that have, you know, there are other players who people want, you know, they not only want the name of they don't only want to be associated with Jamaica and the Jamaican team, but they also like the player, you know. So I mean, I don't know, just missed opportunity after missed opportunity.
Neo, as I said earlier, incompetence. JFF does not understand marketing. Them still there 1990 something. They've not stepped into this century or no.
Brother, me imagine, me just look on it the other day and I say, the JFF we can get a sponsorship, and me looking at the Manning Cup coming up. It's almost over 100 million. Issa getting to run the schoolboy football.
But brother,
and our football that we can get $1 million from corporate, and them are gonna look, them look into themselves and say, what are we doing wrong?
Well, guys, listen. Let me just say this. My mother.
Big up everybody.
Big up everybody. Let me just say this.
Bless.
Let me just say this quickly. My mother always tell me. She said, Tom drunk,
but Tom no fool.
Tom no fool.
You understand? So we are calling it incompetence, but we are here from sources say them never really,
things.
Yeah, because all of a sudden a man just rise up and buy, you know, register as the owner of the trademark in Europe and register as the owner of the trademark in the US. And we there say, boy, what the GFF no, I don't know about the trademark. And then all of a sudden this deal come up, and you know, so the truth of the matter is, yes, it is incompetence, but I'll just say Tom drunk, but Tom no fool.
Tiddlywinks things are going on. Half time, go ahead.
Yeah, I have 2 pointers. First, is it Sports Lab, CC Sports Lab? Big up yourself, Sports Lab. Question: Would it be less offensive then had it been a Jamaican player sitting on the flag? Because what I find is Jamaicans, we don't have that level of patriotism until we're clutching at straws, right? It's not like and I don't want to say this in a disrespectful way, because we respect the. Hold on.
For me, half time, I would have a problem with anybody sitting on it.
No, but hold on.
Fine. Hold on, coach. Fine, right?
A sexy girl.
Hold on. Let me show you something, right? Zinchenko at the Premier League presentation ceremony, he wrapped the Ukraine flag around his waist and he sat on it, right? Would that be considered disrespectful? No, right?
No, but the people in their country will have to talk about that.
Right, but that's what I'm saying. So the mere fact that people in their country would have, that means it's not something straight across the board that people, you can just say, okay, this is disrespectful. It's based on individual and interpretation, right? This is a marketing campaign. Quite frankly, I've never seen anyone from another country with another country's flag. I've never seen anything like it. And when I saw it the first time, I said, probably folks will take offense to that, right? But personally, and this is how I feel, I don't see anything wrong with it, right? It is a part of the marketing ploy. You may interpret it as disrespect. I see people wearing Jamaican colored Clarks on their feet. When I was in high school, I had an English teacher who said he wasn't gonna wear black shoes because he was walking on his color. So again, there are so many different interpretations when it comes down to these things, right? So it is one of those. Probably the Adidas team, they will, if there is overwhelming backlash on this one, they will reassess. They probably send out something. But I think for the masses, they're glad that something like this is happening in Jamaica's direction more than anything else, right?
I think half time it's a brilliant thing for the country. I like the jerseys them. I think it is highlighting our culture in a minute way, because they're talking about the dance hall and that culture. You can see the sound system, and there's a video out as well showcasing the sound system and the football, the youngsters playing football.
I saw it.
I know it's a very good marketing ploy.
Yeah, and I saw it this morning too. I saw it because I got up at maybe 5 this morning and I saw it. And then as soon as the sun came up, everyone started sending it to me. And I'm like, okay.
Let me finish, CC.
Go ahead.
What I'm making is that even though all of that is great,
yeah,
for me, and this is Coach Minzy speaking, but I'll speak for the rest of panelists them, I think it is distasteful.
Okay.
Based on the protocols for the Jamaica national flag.
Okay. All right.
And whoever want to go and look up the protocol, you can do so. If when things like these are done in Jamaica, I hear people talking about they see Jamaica doing things all along. So because Jamaicans are doing something wrong, and it is wrong,
it doesn't mean it's okay. Fine.
That's my point I'm making.
I understand your perspective, Coach, and that's what I'm saying. We can have varying opinions on it because, again, it's down to interpretation, right? And everyone will interpret it different. You will see it and you say, okay, that's fully disrespectful to the flag and all of that. Probably someone would even notice that, okay, he's sitting on a Jamaican flag. Go ahead.
Halftime, you know what is not open to interpretation?
Yeah.
That it breaks the protocol.
Yeah, but
is either break the protocol or it don't break it, and it break it. No, whether or not people are offended,
right?
To interpretation, but the underlying fact is that it break the protocol.
But because it breaks the protocol, that doesn't necessarily mean people are going to consider it as disrespectful. Right, it breaks the protocol, which means it's against what Jamaicans expect or what it is stipulated that is expected of us to do with the flag.
The protocol exists because it is a standard.
Yes, so it has to be disrespectful once it's broken.
The national emblem.
But disrespectful is down to interpretation, Coach.
Well, yes, somebody's truth is their truth and my truth is my truth.
Exactly.
So I understand what you're saying.
By the way, when Halftime asked the question, I think he asked it rhetorically because he never wanted an answer. However, if he came on to the show earlier, he would have seen where I stated if it was a Jamaican, it would have been worse.
No, I came on late. So that's why I was asking you because I wanted an answer, so I didn't hear. I just have time.
If it was a Jamaican player doing it, because I was saying if the Jamaican was in the evening the Arsenal squad, not even the fact that they were sitting on it. If they were a part of the Arsenal squad and this gone, it would have been worse, in my opinion, because it would have meant that you was a Jamaican.
You know it. That I think that I'd take it that way then, right? Had it been a Jamaican, because that Jamaican would then understand the protocol and understand the expectation, right?
For you to go and do that, it would have been worse.
Exactly. So I would have taken it that way had it been a Jamaican. Right, and we can even see it with clubs as well. We see people walking across the crest of clubs. And some people walking over it like they don't even realize. We see some players walking around it, right? And sometimes we don't even notice until we see someone like stopping someone from walking on the crest. You get what I'm saying? So, go ahead.
You mentioned one more thing about wearing the Jamaican color flags. How does that align with the flag? Because the flag
no. Listen. The flag is symbolic, right? And the colors of the Jamaican flag, it makes a pattern. It comes. You're wearing the flag wherever you want to put it.
No,
right?
Well, so that's not what I got when I read the thing. So
okay. Sorry if you didn't get that interpretation, because
halftime the flag cannot be at a particular. I think this is size. So having on a shoe with the pattern.
Okay.
I don't see it as a flag. It's a shoe with a symbol on it.
It's right, but every time you see the Jamaican flag, it is symbolic of the Jamaican flag, right? So regardless of the size, because if a man have a 2x2 flag in his car, he's saying he has a flag, you know. And if you're wearing a shirt that's in the pattern of a Jamaican flag, you're saying you're wearing your flag, right? However, the actual flag, which is the stipulated size and all of that, then we can say, okay, this is the official flag or what have you. This is a flag that we're showing our reverence to. But straight across the board, when I'm here in Canada, if I drive down the street and I see the Jamaican colors, I'm not considering size. I'm seeing the Jamaican flag. You get what I'm saying?
So if I have on a shirt with stripes along down, you consider it as a flag?
Not a flag, an interpretation. So we're in Jamaica. Yeah.
If a man have on a class with a pattern, the yellow, green, and or gold, green, and black, is it a flag that he's wearing or just the colors of the flag?
And it comes back to the same thing where I told you my English teacher said he's not wearing black Clarks. So is that black Clarks then his complexion? No, but he says
black Clarks.
He says he's not wearing his complexion.
So, Coach, can I just jump in?
So it comes down to interpretation, Coach.
let me just jump in and say this, just to add a little context. So,
yeah.
For instance, I think we're coming close here in the States to Labor Day, and usually them have the Labor Day parade in Brooklyn, where really is a lot of Caribbean cultures. Them have a march on some streets and enough dancing, and them have trucks playing music or whatever. And the truth of the matter is that whenever the Labor Day parade come, although there are other participating Caribbean countries, Jamaica really punch above its weight, and a lot of people come out there. Even people who are not Jamaican and don't have any relation to Jamaica will walk around with Jamaican handkerchiefs and have Jamaican flags. Now, there are many Jamaicans who are in New York, and in Brooklyn in particular, so we don't really need the help. But still, there are lots of people who want to be associated with the Jamaican culture because it is cool, it is subversive or whatever. But one of the things that annoys me is I will see people, after the parade is over, you will see Jamaican flags stuck in the gutter, or you'll see flags torn up and thrown in the garbage, and you will see you will sometimes there is violence that happen at the parade, and the first thing that people say is, why the Jamaican them? No, it may be the Jamaican them. I can't say yeah or nay to that. But the point is that you can have a situation where there are people appropriating your culture, appropriating your national emblems, and also demeaning it at the same time. So at the same time that you think it is promoting you, if you're not careful to protect it and show your respect for it, other people can disrespect it too. And I know you say it's open to interpretation, and I hear that, but I just wanted to add that particular fact pattern, to the panel so people can discuss it.
Yeah.
And that's an interesting take as well.
Let me just say this though half time.
Yeah.
We can just conclude that there's one thing happening still. In reality, Gabriel Jesus is not really sitting on the flag, In reality. It's a perception of the flag.
Right.
Let me tell you why.
I heard that argument,
Well, no, let me tell you why, Coach. And I think there are two things that we have lost. And I think even in schools, that in schools, it is a matter of even supposed to be a state thing where every government aided school or funded school in the country should have a flag ceremony, raising of the flag in the morning, and the flag should be flown throughout the semester. They should have a ceremony that you raise the flag like devotion is keeping, and you raise the flag, sing the anthem, and a bag of things go on.
We had one in my primary school.
Yeah, well, I'm saying that it is something that should be going on to this day. But you realize a lot of schools don't do it.
They don't.
Second of all, Coach,
them drop them on.
Yeah, second of all.
We're selective when it comes down to patriotism. We're selective. We pick and choose.
Or people don't do what is expected. They do what is expected.
Because at the beginning of the term, coach, like Monday morning, when the school are going to start, the flag should be raised. When the school is ended in December, when we have Christmas, the flag should be lowered. We have on our side. Somebody come and fold up the flag, put it in a little case, put it back in the special place. But those things are not done anymore.
We used to do it for the Union Jack.
Yeah. Second of all, you have to realize that, number one, the green that is used in the flag should be the T817 Admiralty green. That should be used in the flag. That is the green color. There's a significance to the green because it is the agricultural and the whole agricultural wealth of the country. The black signifies strength of the people and all those things. The color that is actually, so there's two colors on the flag right now. That is not the actual color that they're using. This color on the flag is yellow. Jamaica is not black, gold, and green and yellow. It is black, gold, and green. So
like my flag.
Yeah. So number one, the green.
Yeah, man, big up a flag there behind. Coach, is that one a flag, coach?
Am I leading on the flag? I don't know.
So that's what I'm saying. The shade of green used in the flag, as me say, is Emerald T817, which is Admiralty green. And the shade, the yellow, it is not yellow, it is gold. So that is the problem, I think. The whole thing about it, coach, is I think civics and a lot of other stuffs, the way the flag should look.
But you know it is taught in school, though.
It used to be taught in school.
It is taught in school, see.
Well, I mean, coach,
I'm gonna use to.
Coach, I get with school, coach. It's social studies.
No, it's a part of the PEP curriculum, gentlemen. Tell me
that. 7th grade, but we don't do PEP, coach. When we left school, PEP not happen.
Jesus, me do. If it's taught in school, I'm telling you yes.
Oh.
Anyway, read this comment from Jordan Williams. You want halftime, read it. Read it aloud, no, man. You can't big reader, man.
The rule is any seed cushions, napkins, boxes, or anything intended to be discarded after temporary use should never have the image of the flag on it. Okay?
That's the
point. How you interpret that?
I think he might talk to me still. Maybe he was referring to me.
Yeah.
When I was saying what happens on the Labor Day parade. I mean, yeah, I agree with that, and that's the point I was making. I'm not sure it is really the comment is directed towards the image there, but yeah.
Because again, and I think CC even made the point. CC he helped to solidify the point that we made a little bit earlier as well with his interpretation.
It's not the flag then. The sound
No, all I'm trying to say is this. I think if you ask a lot of Jamaicans, do they watch Jamaica Information Service, JIS? The JIS is, for example, what you don't learn in school. The Jamaica Information Service is supposed to keep you informed of Jamaican norms, Jamaican practice, Jamaican history, Jamaican monuments, everything that is Jamaican.
CC, want to tell you something. You see that? You brought up a point about JS. When me I go primary school, I went to 2 different primary schools. And I can clearly remember I had homework to write a report about what I watch on JIS to bring back a school the next day.
I think you're born in the 90s then, because it's the same thing with me.
Yeah, man, in 2007 I stopped got primary school.
Same thing happened with me. So I had it.
Yeah, and I had to say the pledge. We said the pledge.
Yeah, we said the pledge every morning. We said the pledge every morning. We said the national anthem.
The anthem. We never really raised the flag.
No, because the devotion was enclosed, so we didn't get the opportunity. I think when I went to high school, that's when we kind of had the open quadrangle and lawns and all of that. But
and if you were a member of the cadets, or you hung around the cadet crew in high school, at Woolmer's, where the heroes go, circle.
Oh boy!
If you were a member of the cadet, you had to I think those guys would raise the flag and lower it. And cadet is not only at Ulmans, it's throughout all of the schools, but a lot of those guys from cadet end up going into the military and the police force, you know. So I mean, a lot of them would. I mean, for people who show that level of devotion, I can understand why taking the flag for granted might really offend some of those guys.
Exactly, and it's because of the principles that are reinforced, and I won't say instilled, because we learn these things in primary school, but when you go to high school, and you start your cadet and your whatnot, it is reinstilled, and you reinforce folks, ensure that because I have friends that I went to high school with, and now they're high in the military because they followed through with their love for cadet and everything, right? So certain things where, again, he will interpret it different from me.
Yeah, because of socialization too.
Exactly, and because of his interests as well, right? So he will be fully affixed, and probably could even go through the details and intricacies that CC mentioned just now. Straight off his head to say, okay, that's that, or that's not supposed to be there. And even the pointer that coach's desk pinned, the comment that he pinned a little bit earlier, probably he could even say that off the top of his head either without even checking as well, without even checking anything. And again, it's down to his interest and his dedication to it. And then he'll come back and he will interpret it as disrespectful. You get what I'm saying?
It's just like
Where's the coach? What coach say?
I be a Google, so you see Googling. Want someone like him more intelligent than me for the panel.
Research.
No, I know say CC don't know them the numbers straight off, so I don't make color there. And they tell me
sometimes CC pick up some number. I wonder where the number is from.
CC tell me that T95 green. I mean, I say green and green.
CC I teach
green that.
Yo, bro.
On a toast skill, man. Look. That I know every information me can store in my brain at this point in time, bro. So
we not say no. We not say no in a CC, but again, nothing is wrong with that either. I just alluded to it. Because of the interest, right? So we probably interested in our football. So a regular football fan can tell us, all right, then this is what the field is supposed to be. This is the size. This is the diameter of the ball. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Whereas a regular man over there, so probably have to Google it. I have to check. Same thing with basketball. They're interested. The other day, someone messaged me say, I heard that you can dive through the hoop. And I'm like, okay, I had to Google it to confirm. I'm like, okay, I didn't know that. You get what I'm saying? So it's stuff like these. Based on your interest, you allocate your time accordingly, right? And then we come back to the point, because I don't want to stray too far from it. But my second point, I didn't get the opportunity to make it because the conversation got so heated just now. But I think there's only all parties involved in this one. They benefit, but I think Adidas benefits most in the grand scheme of things. Jamaica, we are caught up in the emotional aspect of it now. Oh, Adidas is showcasing our flags and our colors, and Brand Jamaica is making it to the global stage and all that. Well, Brand Jamaica has been in the global stage for quite some time.
You think that case we don't understand the value?
Quite frankly, someone's coming in now. Someone's coming in who understands the value. Check the levels. How much Jamaican players actually represent Arsenal? How much Jamaican players actually coming through the ranks at Arsenal? They had Omari Hutchinson. He's currently at Chelsea at my club. Arsenal has an incredible amount of Jamaican followers. If you watch Arsenal fan TV, you realize that a lot of
the Jamaican them, man.
Exactly.
Exactly,
and a lot of the language, as well.
Arsenal TV is a Jamaican as
exactly,
well.
And a lot of the language that these individuals use who support Arsenal fan TV and are part of that small Arsenal committee. Well, not small, that huge Arsenal community in London. You find that Jamaican slangs and. It influences them, and Adidas, they recognize this, and this is what market research is for, right? This is what proper market research is for, which I think we're lacking in so many areas. They recognize that, and they decided to capitalize on it. And
go ahead after. I'm sorry.
The statement that Adidas made when they announced that there would be a partnership with Jamaica, and you can go back to that statement. They mentioned in it they didn't give a conclusive time frame as to when it will be when it will complete the partnership, but they said that they are looking to get brand Jamaica the highlighted needs. And they also, and this is all insinuating. It's not me quoting them word for word, right? Yeah. So they're looking to get brand Jamaica out there a bit more because brand Jamaica is popular worldwide, and they have a whole lot of stuff in the works to come. Basically, that's my interpretation of the statement. And this is one of many. You can expect it. I went on the website this morning to buy the jersey. And I was caught in between the two because I'm a Chelsea fan, but the jersey look good. Not a lie. Most Jamaican. Eh? No, I'm not even cutting out the. Not even cutting out the crest.
Disrespect for Arsenal if I cut out the crest, you know.
No, I won't cut out the crest. Yeah, I won't cut out the crest. But
I just saw something over the crest.
I'm not even saw nothing over it because at heart I know I'm a Chelsea fan. And I looked at it twice. I looked at it 3 times. I added it to my shopping bag because I have Adidas discounts. And about 4 times I walk around the house and I said, where am I going to wear this? I'm going to wear it in my house on Emancipation Day and Independence Day. All right. And I put it off, went back to work. And then when I came back in the afternoon, it was sold out. Right? This is like Jordan sneakers. That's how they're treating it. Yeah, it is hot bread. Right, as soon as they restock, expect it to be sold out again, and it's the same. Right, and I remember. Remember, it's not the first time. If you remember the Ajax jersey as well, remember it was same Adidas.
Right. Yes.
This was same Adidas, a 3 Little Birds jersey. And folks who aren't interested in football, who don't care anything about football, they just see it and okay, it's a nice kit. And it has the red, green, and gold and the Bob Marley 3 Little Birds on the back. They want it. They're getting it, right? So this is more about Adidas marketing and trying to capitalize on something that they see an opportunity to be grabbed. Ajax, they had the Marleys song 3 Little Birds playing in the stadium. Every Champions League game, every home game, that song plays at halftime. That opportunity was there to be grabbed.
Timani Marley was there.
Yeah, he performed there on a number of occasions as well in the Champions League too, right?
And his song is the
theme song.
The theme song, that's right.
Right, so that's what I'm saying. This is more about seeing an opportunity and capitalizing on it, and we see it too. DJ Khaled and reggae music, and I won't even go too far into that. And we say, okay, that it's good that he appreciates reggae music or dancehall music, but at the end of the day, the greater beneficiary. I'm not saying we don't benefit from it.
Still enough.
I not say no. I don't say no. But again, at the end of the day,
basically.
At the end of the day, folks are more interested in this current market structure then. People are more interested in what they are set to gain from it more than anything else. So we're talking about Jamaican players getting opportunity. We're talking about what's going to happen as it relates to the development of Jamaican football. Scribble that out to your mind.
Which is why I said from the very beginning that we need to make sure that we are getting a fair deal when it comes to these sort of things. And the regretful thing is that for a long time, not me, but a lot of other people have been saying that the potential of brand Jamaica, the potential of the Jamaican football team is tremendous. And so what has happened now is that, we got this deal. Could we have gotten better terms? Well, I don't know. But the point is that the next deal to come should be even bigger. And I'm sorry that it took this situation for us to finally acknowledge, like so many this happens all the time, But talk, and only when somebody else pick up our own thing and maximize it, then we say, boy, we should do that,
Again, let me even add to your point. Usually, let me tell you what the case is. Usually when you're you're amongst it, it's harder for you to appreciate it, right? Because, for example, I lived in Jamaica for a majority of my life. I moved to Canada probably 6 years ago, thereabout. And it was only when I moved to Canada that I felt emotional hearing the national anthem, right? So again, it's stuff like these where folks, you're among it, you take it for granted. Then let me just say it as it is. You take it for granted because you can get up every morning, you can go to the beach, and someone from Europe or the United States, this is an amazing beach, and they come in and they spend a piece of money, and that beach now becomes a resort. So now you have to pay to go to that beach, and you're saying, okay, but we had it every day. We not take care of it, we don't care about it. And then someone come now and start take care of it for we, and then we start cuss. And I say, we sell out and with this and with that and with that. No. You get what I'm saying? Sometimes you're too close to the painting to appreciate the beauty. So when you're away off, then you actually see the true beauty of certain things and appreciate certain things more.
All right. We're really running out of time. And that conversation is really, 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 really robust. But let us switch a little bit to the English Premier League quickly. Since we have half-time on it, we want to get some prediction. Because you know the thing going on. We kill off a side last week. So it kind of feel nice. So let us give us our prediction. Man U versus Southampton.
You need my prediction?
Yeah, man, run it, man.
I think Manchester United wins this one. I think on the back of what happened last week, they're trying to get a bit of momentum going. The changes that were made to the team, no one expected it. They at the end of the day, they worked out. I think pre-game, a lot of the pundits, past players, they were criticizing the decision of Ten Hag, and then it worked out. So I think Manchester United, they're looking to build a bit of momentum. Che Adams, he had a fantastic week. Will he be the same coming into this one? The coach Hassan Hotel indicated explicitly that he will not be up for sale in this window. He will not be letting go of him. So Manchester United to win it, but I think it will be a 1-goal deficit, probably 2-1 in favor of Man U.
I'm going with a 1-1 draw. Me still worry about Manchester United right now.
Coach, you're wise.
Honestly, me I go with a 1-1 draw.
I'm gonna tell you.
Me say me early morning seatbelt, you know. Buckle down same way, you know.
Yeah.
That because we beat Liverpool, you know.
No. Because you win Liverpool, because you beat Liverpool doesn't mean everything changes, you know. Exactly. But I'm saying that little bit of momentum going into Southampton is one of the teams you'd want to play now. Right?
No, they did well their last game. You know?
Yes, but what I'm saying, on the back of that game, you don't want to play two big teams on the back of that. You get what I'm saying? Because coming into this game now, the fans will be a little bit calmer. Yeah, I don't think they'll be as raucous as they were last week at Liverpool. Them kind of cool down this week. So the players, I think they'll give them something to follow up on. Yeah. That's my opinion, though.
Anybody else with score prediction? People drop the score prediction.
1-1 draw. 1-1 draw. Let me tell you why.
Give man here too.
Picking up people.
Yeah, me not do it quick, man. I'm telling you, you see the early morning fixtures. Anytime you have a fixture like 6:30 in the morning, them fixtures they never normally go certain way. It's like there's a 90%. All right, don't quote me on this, but 75 to 75% of the time, the morning fixture never have a winner. And if you do have a winner, it's a grinding result.
Okay.
Well, I didn't know we wake up yet.
Yeah. All right. Brenton Everton. I'm saying Brentford 3-0 over Everton.
I would have said 5, you know. Would have said 5.
I'm putting it mildly. 3-0. Brentford is playing well. Everton is
not so well. Not so well
right now.
Everton signed Marpe, you know, so it shows desperation. Because Neil Marpe can't find the back of the net to save his life. But yeah, I think Brentford wins this one. Apart from that game against Manchester United, I've never had them as high scoring team. Damsgaard, I think he should be running out in this one. So running out the real way. So I think Brentford wins it 2-0 for Everton. 2-0 for Brentford, sorry. Over Everton.
6-0.
Cool, man. No, I just with the argument.
I never 30 fixture go now. We know this, but I'm trying to say early morning fixture never pan out well. And we know this not in a English league.
Yeah, man, a facts.
Yeah.
Most times when I wake up to watch a team, you're disappointed.
Yes.
And I tell you that from personal experience.
Brentford Everton 2-1.
2-1 to
Brentford.
Them are great to score.
Possibly because our Anthony Gordon.
All right. Let's see how that goes.
Brighton versus the Leeds. Leeds is on an eye, you know.
I have Brighton to flog them. I think Brighton is a properly coached team, and I used to say this about Liverpool. Like, well, Liverpool is still a properly coached team, but
Brighton is a very good coach.
Yeah, and what that means is whoever they replace, because they lost Kukurea, they lost Bissouma, and in the first couple of games, it's almost as if we couldn't even recognize what was happening. And that comes down to coaching, right? Because you may have average players, but they understand the responsibility and they go out and they execute those responsibilities as per the instructions of the coach. So I think Brighton is a properly coached team. They win this one. Leeds, they'll score. I think Rodrigo, he's in the form of his life. I think he'll get player of the month if he continues on this trajectory. But again, I think 2-1 again. 2-1 in favor of Brighton.
Well, I said 2-2 another one, I know. 2-2. Leeds are going to score, Brighton are going to score, but I think there's not going to be any separation in this one. So that's why I'm saying 2-2.
I hope you're writing them down.
Brighton 2-0.
No, write it down. No. Brighton 2-0.
You see the youth named Grass?
Mm-hmm.
Them have a youth named Grass and you see the other youth. You see any from Brighton can bench Lamptey and play the way them play.
You may tell them on coach, team coach properly.
And play the way them play. I said no, that team is serious.
Yeah, man. I think halftime Brighton, because of what happened last week, still in our. So as I've said that, let us segue into.
No. You need to allow me to defend myself.
No,
because
it's not going right into Chelsea versus.
No. What happened a couple weeks before? Because remember, so suppose me say you choose to draw because of what happened a couple weeks before. All right, Chelsea versus Leicester. I think Chelsea wins it. I think Chelsea wins it 2-0. And this is not me reasoning with emotions. I think Leicester, they're all over the place of late. They can't keep a clean sheet to save the lives. Wesley Fofana, he looks as if he's on his way to Chelsea. He's their best.
No boss, in a look so half time. We got
all right. We get him then.
Yeah, man. No look so.
Me not see him in the training gears yet, but Fabrizio Romano say here we go.
Yeah, so man, record fee, man.
All right. So their best defender, he posted this morning that he just wants to go to Chelsea allegedly. So I think Leicester, they haven't gotten any new signings as yet. Maddison, Tielemans, they benched in the last game. Maddison he's looking good so far this season, but I don't think that's enough. And even Chelsea without Koulibaly and the manager on the sideline, they should be good enough as it relates to quality to get by Leicester, who I think they are struggling, if I'm to be honest with you. So 2-0 for Chelsea.
I'm going with that 2-0 scoreline as well. Leicester is too inconsistent.
Yeah.
And coming off that defeat, Chelsea would want to rise to the occasion and put back some life. They might. Well, it's early season now, early times so far, 4 games, and I don't think they would want to get another flat tire at this juncture of the season to have them stopping on the road to do tire change. So I think Chelsea will bounce back from this one.
Watch, remember, so we use run flats now.
Yeah, man.
Okay. All right, no problem. I don't know what go on there more than me. Liverpool seem to want to bounce back from. Oh, did I say Liverpool? I mean Liverpool want to bounce back and defeat Bournemouth. Do you think that they'll bounce back? Liverpool is.
I mean, but
not
bounce
playing.
back. But them not then now for bounce back, coach. Them for them season started, you know.
Yeah, I agree.
Them
I
don't
agree.
win that yet.
I
You
agree.
said it right.
So they
You said
want
it
to start
right.
I
bouncing
agree.
now.
So do we think Liverpool's season will start tomorrow?
Yeah, man.
I think that is a question that it should be
I have
asking.
Bournemouth to drop out of the league. So, me now have Bournemouth to stay. So, I have Liverpool beating Bournemouth. Them going to get them first win tomorrow. Bournemouth.
Yeah, I agree.
Them 3 love, me have them too. Liverpool have beat them 3 love soundly.
3 love sounds fair. I think Bournemouth, they showed that they can actually play. But will it be enough for them to stay in the league? When we look at the competition that they'll be up against, I don't think so as of now. So I think Liverpool wins this one. The Liverpool wins this one. The game is being played at Anfield as well. So yeah, so quality plus the atmosphere. Yeah. Liverpool has the upper hand. I think 3-0 is fair result in my opinion.
Start the season with a 3-0 victory.
Yeah.
I'll go with that as well.
Couple weeks later.
City versus Crystal Palace. Crystal Palace, don't want simple team enough. But City always playing some such football. I mean, they're one of the top teams in the league right now.
I think I'm gonna go for a draw in this one, you know. And I know everyone's gonna cuss me out, but I think
Hold on,
here we go on. I think, and this is my opinion. City always has problems playing Crystal Palace, and it's because Crystal Palace, and although Manchester City has changed the dynamics this season somewhat, we saw what Anderson did with Liverpool's South American Andy Carroll a couple weeks ago. But I think isolating Zaha with City's defender, well, not even defenders, because they're going to leave one back and probably put Kyle Walker on him. That will be the game plan. All right, so they're going to sit deep. Manchester City, we know they like a whole lot of the ball. Crystal Palace, on the other hand, they don't like the ball that much. And I think it'll be similar to that game, Manchester City and Chelsea in the Champions League, where so one person up there waiting on the ball and then something will happen. So I think it will be a draw. I think it'll be a draw, 1-1 draw.
2-0 City.
I feel say 2-1. I feel say Crystal Palace will come with the same game plan like them play with Liverpool and try to hit them on the counter.
But if you give City enough time to play, that's where when they are.
No, but you see, City kind of change up with them game plan, you know. Back in the idea, City would have just dominate you and have the ball at the 18-yard, and the more they might play the ball quick from the back, you know. So they might try utilize the space.
But they are still with the possession football, but they are transitioning quicker than normal.
Yeah, much quicker. And they might play more, to me, but that's similar to even how a Liverpool would have played.
And and that's why I think it will be easier for Crystal Palace to play them this time around. If you remember the game last season, it was an extremely difficult match for Manchester City, and Pep Guardiola spoke about it as well. One of the most difficult matches of the season. And I think if we even go back to when Leeds had Bielsa and they switch it up a little bit, that's how they ended up. Was it a draw? I think it was a draw or a win, you know. Yeah, I think it was a draw. But again, with a focal point now, what that means is Manchester City will be trying to get the ball to Erling Haaland. Although he doesn't get the ball that often, they're still trying to get him into their style of play. But I think that suits Crystal Palace's centre halves.
Yeah, and Crystal Palace is 5-4-1, but remember
them the home advantage.
In 54, hold on, coach. In 54 home games, City has only lost twice. You know who is the culprit? Crystal Palace. So Crystal Palace has taken City's scalp twice out of 54 home games that Pep has played. And Crystal Palace is coming off unbeaten against City from last season. So Crystal Palace seems to have been the bogey team for Pep.
You're right, CC.
And that's why I said it a draw. That's why I said a draw.
I think Patrick Vieira is growing in his influence in terms of his coaching. Right? Yeah. I don't think he has the quality of players that he would have liked, but with what he has at his disposal,
he has players willing to do the job. He has players that he can send out there to do a job. And as I said, Manchester City, if they get the opportunity again, because you will get chances, and Manchester City will give you chances. You will get a chance, probably 2-3 chances for the game. Diaz, not convinced by him. I think he's too rush. Especially this season so far, I've seen him on a number of occasions. I not like how he look. Latter part of last season, same thing. So Zaha,
and then Manchester City have one flop when nobody know want to talk about.
Him not getting a game, man. but isolating Wilfred Zaha and Diaz. Diaz probably is going to get an early card, right? And then I have a 1-1 draw. I won't even go any further, coach. But yeah, 1-1 draw for me. City win, I won't be surprised because they're expected to win. But I think Crystal Palace has enough in the tank to cause some people some upset if a 1-1 draw is considered an upset.
All right, closing off the Saturday morning. Arsenal versus Fulham. Arsenal will continue 4 on the chat.
4-1 Arsenal.
3-1 win over Fulham.
I think 3-1 sounds good. Gabriel Jesus get on the score sheet. Mitrovic on the score sheet as well. I have him in my fantasy team. I think Saliba and Gabriel Magalhaes against Mitrovic. He will love it because for one, Saliba likes having the ball at his feet, and Gabriel Magalhaes, he likes the physical challenges. Mitrovic, he feasts on those. So he will get one. He will get one, but Arsenal will win by 3 goals or more.
I have this one going 4-2. Arsenal is, I think people that will realize Arsenal is loaded with goals right now at this point in time. I think they have the ability to score. This might sound away, but I think Arsenal, if they were taking their chances, they probably would have gone 15 goals already in the league. So I think they have the ability to score at will, or the ability to create enough chances to score at will so far. And I think they have the players to put the ball in the back of the net, unlike one time. And I think if we really look into it, Xhaka's position has changed. So whereas Xhaka used to probably operate as a 6, a 8 masquerading as a 6, Xhaka is much more playing like a 10 hybrid 8 role.
Arsenal fan tell me the other day say Xhaka move like Ozil.
Yeah, as I said before, he has shifted Xhaka's position. So Xhaka is much more close, playing much more closer to the forward and in front of Thomas Partey. I think Thomas Partey is the major issue with Arsenal in terms of they don't have a backup for Thomas Partey at this point in time. But I believe that it is difficult. Like Fulham to me seems to have a Mitrovic, even though he wastes a lot of chances.
Bobby Reid play a good ball, man.
Yeah, and I think Mitrovic wastes a lot of chances. But I think they would.
You to name Andreas Pereira playing good too.
Yes.
Yeah, man.
So they're not doing bad.
Yeah, man. Former Manchester United.
Yeah.
Manchester United boy, man.
Yeah,
loan out until him come back.
Them have 2 goals in them. If them, because Arsenal will give you a few chances. You have to just know.
Yeah, that's true.
But I think Arsenal have too much firepower at this point in time.
Them better not give them too much chance. Ramsdale na goal for my fantasy team too.
No man, but remember Ramsdale I got all the save for go make.
All right then. All right, me like that.
Yeah, but I think as I said before, Arsenal at this point in time I go before on the chat. You understand? The only thing that a lot of teams cannot deny is this. Sometimes when you're playing in the league, if you don't be careful, some persons will say na them other team no more watch them team. Arsenal now gone away. But some could have said that about Leicester. You never watch a team, and then all of a sudden you're playing catch up. But it's Arsenal to finish out at the top of the table again in the weekend, 4-2.
Yeah. Aston Villa versus struggling West Ham United, the Sunday game.
I think West Ham get their first win. I think West Ham get the first win, and then we'll start talking about Steven Gerrard as we should be.
Aston Villa at home.
You better business.
Aston Villa not playing no ball.
I could have had them back.
But West Ham play even better. West Ham does not get the result.
Yeah, Jared Bowen hasn't arrived at the English League this season as yet.
Yeah, and Antonio.
Samaka, he's a new signing. Yeah. Samaka. Isn't it Samaka? Yeah, I think it's Samaka, man. It's SC, but it's Samaka. But I think he was getting they gave him a little bit. I think a quick run, the last game or the game before. Still getting up to speed with the English Premier League, but he can score goals. And I think Aston Villa. I don't know what to think of Aston Villa, to be honest with you.
Inconsistent.
Yeah, and I think Steven Gerrard taking the captaincy from Mings at the beginning of the season was the worst move he could ever make. Even if you're not gonna play him week in, week out, you can't just take your captaincy from someone who's been captain in the club for so long, couple of seasons now. So I think Aston Villa, they need to start stuff out. Leon Bailey and the Aston Villa team, they looked okay midweek, but again, we're considering the opposition that they were up against. It was a game that they were expected to win. Luca Dina looked good. Leon Bailey got on the score sheet as well. So I think West Ham wins it. 1-0.
I want to say half time. There's something I would have. You see, I don't know if Chelsea I listen to this, but I see the striker Aston Villa have down there where they know I use. I could have done with him. With them all and that, I don't understand what Gerrard think he's doing by playing Leon Bailey as a striker when you have Ollie Watkins and something up on the bench. You have Ollie Watkins and remind me of the other guy half time, what name?
Danny Ings.
Danny Ings on the bench, right?
Yes.
I think Danny Ings score in the week, you know. I'm scoring midweek.
It is to me, how can you play Leon Bailey?
Yeah, man, blasphemous.
With two number 9s on the bench, right? This is like Chelsea playing Sterling at number 9, but we really and truly don't have no number 9.
Yeah, I agree.
So me I say, you have an out and out striker, Danny Ings, who scored 29 goals off scraps.
No, if he score a goal, knows where to find the back of the net.
Knows to find the back of the net. He might not have cut it at a bigger club when he went to like Liverpool, but I'm saying that he fed off scraps at Southampton, managed to score 20 plus goals. And I'm thinking that when he's not injured, he's a very good addition.
True.
Gerrard no know him best 11, man.
No, because that guy up front. Yeah, Leon and
you can start Leon for one and Watkins for the next side too.
No, I think he should start. If Watkins are Ings up top, Leon Bailey on one wing, Emil Buendia on the other, and then Coutinho in behind. That's a front four that you want.
Watkins a play ball.
No, that's what I'm saying, but Watkins is a centre forward.
Buendia can't get in the team. Buendia can't get in the team. No, but Watkins is not a winger. So that's it. When they can't get in the team. My thing is, you can't have out and out wingers, players who are willing to hug up the line, beat players and get ball in the box. You can't have those players on your bench and then you're trying to put someone out there who can play the position.
Exactly.
There's a difference with someone who can play the position and someone who is a natural winger or a natural striker. Yeah. So because they can't play the position, that doesn't necessarily mean that we should have them week in, week out. So when they are struggling to get into this team, I don't know. When they are struggling to get in.
And that Mr. 2-1-1.
Yeah, man. Until I think David Moyes, until him get Lucas Paqueta, I'm not see them win it.
Yeah, right. I think West Ham 1-0.
Okay, 1-0. After I stick to that. Wolves versus Newcastle. St. Maximin on the team.
Maxima.
Stan Maxima. He spoke about it vividly that his sides are set on the World Cup. That's where he's focusing on. And if he doesn't get injured, I think, well, I know Deschamps is a type of person who likes to stick to his guns. So like players we tried and tested and we're happy with based on previous experiences or previous tournaments. But I think San Maxima, if the World Cup were to be next week, he definitely have to be in that France team based on the start to the season he's had. I think Wolverhampton, they're still struggling for goals. They're trying to recruit a striker. I see that the negotiations are at advanced stages. Raul Jimenez still trying to find the back of the net. Huang, I think he will be sold in the window. But I think Newcastle, especially getting Isaac, the Swedish striker.
The Swedish baller, yeah.
Yeah, I think that's a major boost when it comes on to morale. And on the back of that, I'd call it a victory. The performance against Manchester City last week, I think Newcastle, they should be taken seriously. I think they win this one against Wolves 1-0.
3-0 for me.
3-0? Wolves not gonna ship 3 goals. Wolves won't ship 3 goals.
Alright, Newcastle for me, too love. But yeah, you see, let me tell you something. You see the youth name Allen St. Maxim. This brother is killest thing in the Premier League. He's the most skilled footballer in the EPL right now.
I think in the world probably only Neymar better. Probably only Neymar.
Go easy. After
yeah.
Go easy.
Brother.
So who else would you say is skiller than him?
But
I think as it comes on to tricks, probably Neymar alone.
But the thing, you see, the thing, the man are playing in our league were more competitive than when Neymar are playing.
Yeah,
right.
You see, when the defender them know what I'm gonna do and can't take the ball from the man. I foul the man.
Yeah, fair enough.
I'm a skillest thing, man. Yeah, Neymar, man, but.
Then that may say that argument to me I make it similar.
No, but what they have to do to brother, now we say the man are playing our league we're more competitive than when Neymar.
Yeah, but we see
6-0 them are win.
But we see Neymar everywhere. Right? We see
Neymar.
No, we see Neymar everywhere. We see him at World Cup, we see him at Champions League, we see him and we prove say, yeah man, I still this thing with the ball.
Still, Newcastle though, I love the project that Newcastle is building. I think Newcastle wins this one, and I think if Newcastle can get the guy named João Pedro, I think they finish top 10. If they can get that guy.
I saw something that said it's complete, 25 plus 5 add-ons. That's what I saw.
Half time a killer,
Yeah man. Big baller from in the English league, man.
A big baller.
Feel them can get go to Europe, well that would be a big accomplishment for them.
And I think we failed to mention this too. I think Newcastle to me has the best defensive midfielder in the league. Half time.
Yeah man.
I think they have the best defensive midfielder in the league. Somebody asked me the other day, Newcastle get this guy. I say, but Bruno Guimaraes.
I think here's what happened. And when Newcastle when the money came in, everyone was expecting them to just go out there and splash money. I think they invested in proper scouts because what I'm seeing now, proper calculated moves. They're not going out and just getting players because they can. Everything that we're seeing calculated. We say, okay, they were going into this summer transfer window. They were going to splash the cash. Newcastle, they're calculating everything. They got in Nick Pope. They're trying to move on Dubravka now. So we say, all right, they needed a proper goalkeeper. They got a proper goalkeeper. They needed a striker because Callum Wilson is injury prone. They went out, they did the proper scouting under the radar. Isaac came in for £59 million. So they spent the money initially where it mattered most, and that was on the scouts because as much as you want to play it down, proper recruiting is key when it comes on to the English league, or else you're going to have a ton load of players there who are big flops as well, as you're seeing over at Chelsea. So you have a number of players who flopped, come in for big money and big salaries, and they flop.
All right, let's look at the last game. Tottenham versus Nottingham Forest. Easy call that.
Well, to tell you the truth, Nottingham Forest, them get some. They made a lot of transfer in the win, but is that the team does not gel yet? But to tell you the truth, Spurs just not playing a ball. So I want to give Spurs a 2-1 win because them seem to have luck on them side.
Yeah,
they're not playing a ball.
3 points I'm gonna search for, and if you give them it, then that's good.
Yeah, man, they are grind out the win, man, or the 1 point.
I want to tell you, I think I have a problem with Spurs, but I think the coach, sometimes some coach stubborn in their ways. In terms of I saw where the coach utilized what Jose Mourinho was doing in terms of playing Harry Kane in a certain position and a certain style and playing Young Min Son a certain way. and it reaped benefits because you saw that it's the best way to play Hurricane along with Young Min Son and get much out of Young Min Son. Right now, Young Min Son has not shown up to the Premier League this season, and it is a result of how the way Antonio Conte wants to play. Young Min Son might find himself outside of this team because
who won the ball?
What's the answer?
Yeah, man. I said the only one I see I put in a shift and I mean consistent a Kuleveski.
Yeah, Kuleveski. So, but I'm saying it's the way Antonio Conte is setting up the team because if you look in the forward line, Hurricane is the best passer of the football, right? Hurricane is the best passer of the football out of the front four where you have up top. So normally you would have Hurricane, even though he's a striker, you want him to play number 9. You would have Hurricane drop back to collect the ball and you make him make some later on. Because Hurricane can still get to 20 goals now, even if he's not playing in the box now. So the thing about it is, but you want Young Min Son to be involved to the point where Young Min Son can give you 18 goals. At this point in time, they're not doing so. And I think that is where they're lying in a situation where they're grinding out results. Because last week I thought that they never deserved to win. But they ended up winning 1-0. And I think that a game like this with Nottingham Forest can be a difficult opposition, even though that they're just coming up in the league. And I think this might be another one where Tottenham has all the bigger names. They have the best training facility, the best ground, everything. And they still come out of this with a draw. So my money is on a draw. Jesse Lingard to score.
But see, me watch them from the season start and the mind, the body language of the player them and the but I said the will. The man them come like I said the man them now with no aggression, brother. Them just a sit back and this was one of the Tottenham team where we are talking about before the season started, you know, say.
So I go win the league.
I expect them to come here. Yeah, we were competitive. Be third. Well, we never say win the league. We say about third. No man be third. I never say win still, but right now, I wonder if the coach burn out the man them in a training, brother. But the man them come like the man them now, no stamina, brother.
Let me tell you
walk on the field.
Now too, because even Son was one of the best players last season, and right now, as things stand, it look like Richarlison coming in instead of Son, because the couple of shifts that I've seen from Richarlison, it looks more encouraging.
Him look more lively. Yeah, him look more lively and look like him
on the side. But I think Spurs wins this one though. I think I'm going for 1-0 for Spurs. Yeah, 1-0 for Spurs.
Yeah, but coach, after I'm gonna tell coach say even if Tottenham Hotspur alone in the league, then can't win it.
No, but I mean, a lot of people are talking up their chances that they're going to win because Conte. I think I see it, you know, as a Conte and Conte.
Man, no man, there's a third. No one no put Tottenham list on a third, brother.
I have Tottenham for second, and the reason why I had Tottenham for second.
Half time.
Yeah.
Where do?
I have them for second because right now my club Chelsea are still I'm still not sure what them are do. Because I see a bag of ball off forward in, but I still can't see one blueprint of the
madman over there coach side.
Right, so I don't know what they go on there. So Manchester City, we know what Manchester City come out. So I think I had them to win it. I think Tottenham, of all the other teams, Mikel Arteta weren't so sure about him either. And if Gabriel Jesus would be the solution to Arsenal going on to the next level. So far this season looks good. But I think as a total package, out of the top 6 teams that we would expect to be in and around the top 4, Tottenham Hotspur, they seem as if they had the best structure to things or to what their plans were. So that's why I had them finishing second, primarily because of Pep Guardiola knows what he's doing. He's been there, done that. I think he'd win it. Liverpool, I think it's an aging team, injury prone, losing Sadio Mane, and people may downplay the significance of Sadio Mane in this Liverpool team. Well, in the previous Liverpool team, because he's not in this one. But now they're realizing what Mane brought to the team, and they're actually appreciating him now because he's gone. But losing Sadio Mane, Darwin Núñez bringing him in a different dimension. Mane offered a whole lot more, in my opinion. I think Luis Diaz still not enough for me to consider them as serious title contenders to challenge with City to the end. again, injuries in Liverpool team. So they need to get some people. And Klopp spoke about it in his press conference earlier on. So I had Liverpool finishing third, I have Arsenal in fourth, and I had Tottenham Hotspur in second because of Antonio Conte and their recruiting.
All right. So we have come to the end of the show. We gave half an hour extra. So we're trying to limit the length of these shows for the purpose of the watch back. Big up to CC people. CC Stop Drop Content. So I don't know if you still going to subscribe to him channel.
No, man, coach, I'm a drop content on the reach out.
All right. In Mogul,
by the way, coach, I have a little brand supposed to come out and I can't say it yet because I
tell her half time the man has a different business. He's a mogul, you know. Man, so
something similar to this, coach, but we can't advertise it yet. Copyright for copyright purposes.
Well,
sure, so when I see no man sit down for no flag in the picture, you know.
Yeah, can we have done for your fire?
No, sit down.
Big up the ladders as usual. Come and bring some good argument. Halftime. Big up yourself, people. Just subscribe to Halftime TV. You know.
Yeah, big up
enough people. So go and go check it out. So again, gentlemen, really appreciate you stopping by. People don't look at them like the Premier League predictions. Everybody gone. Well, most people gone. To the ones who stick around, who are supposed to talk about the game coming up versus Argentina, but hopefully we can get to that some other time. And we're supposed to talk about the campaign, the mini tournament that the boys went. You know what I mean? But we'll find a way to
big up Burp.
Yeah, man, big up Burp. Big up Neil as well.
Let's say, coach, big up Burp.
You know the man name.
I'm scared sing about. What's up?
Yeah, man. Big up on yourself, people. Stay safe.
Yeah, man. Big up everybody. Enjoy the weekend. It was a little bit.
All right, cool.
Your style and your flavor make the city rock. They must say the season come out with a bang. Coach Minzy, best round here. Remember that.